Welcome to the panel, y'all. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in right from the get-go. Y'all see the title of the show. We are going to do our live power rankings right here during this episode. Usually we come in with the list already pre-did and everything like that, but not today. Today we are gonna, just for you guys, we're gonna do a special episode where we do the power rankings live. I'm up here with my man Chilltown Hoops. Up here with my man Slim Boogie. We got some other people.
Slim Boogie?
Slim Boogie.
So they call me on the court.
Yeah, I'll call him Slim Bug. Y'all can call him Slim Boogie. I'll call him Slim Boogie.
I'll take it.
What's
I'll
good,
take
Slim? How you feeling?
Slim Bug.
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, just feeling a little like DeMarcus Cousins this morning. I think you sensed it. That's why you called me Slim Boogie.
Hey man, when the way you be cooking, man, your block work reminds me of DeMarcus. Y'all remember DeMarcus with that quick spin?
Hey, that's me. High key, bro. That's same vertical too, just like -9 inches.
Hey,
Got that
DeMarcus,
slide a
DeMarcus
piece of
will dunk
paper. Yeah, hey, I dude, funny enough, I used to train with a dude who trained Boogie's brother, Jaleel Cousins.
Yeah.
And I like met him and I was like, I didn't know who it was. I was like, man, that's either Boogie looks like a little different in person than I expected, or like it's his brother. Yeah, sure enough, it was his brother. He was training to go play. I forget where he was going to play. I don't know if it was I don't think it was in the G. I think it was overseas, but he was huge. He was like 6'11". 6'11", every bit of it. Like same shoulders too as Boogie. He was massive, dude. I felt like I'm 6'4". Like I'm not small, but he made me feel like a child. It was crazy.
Okay. Hey, you on your high horse right now?
A little bit.
Because the Mavs are starting to put some things together.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to win a game that felt like a playoff game. You know, I think this team since the deadline has had some like nice little flashes, but a lot of it's just been like taking care of bad teams. And to beat a contender, especially a contender that's in that gauntlet of the West, it felt good. It felt really good. So yeah, I'm on my high horse.
The Kings, the Mavs, and the Suns all have 39 wins. Who do you guys think gets the 41st? We could even look at the schedule too. Who plays who next?
The Kings, the Mavs, and the Suns all have.
And obviously, so the Mavs play tonight, and the Suns and Kings don't. But we can kind of do a contingent based on their next games. Well, the Mavs got the Spurs, so damn.
Spurs. They should beat them.
We should.
Kings got the Raptors, and the Suns got the Sixers.
They're all gonna be at 40 wins.
They all get a win?
No. Just the Mavs.
Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. Just the Mavs. Yeah.
We got the Wemby stopper. It's gonna be easy. Anytime there's like a good forward, on another team, I always just say that Maxey is like the insert guy's name stopper. I love Maxey.
How often does
Zion stopper? I don't know, more or less. If I say it all the time, that doesn't really matter, does it?
W.
It's called the media narratives. You should know all about that, Mars. You always got a freaking agenda.
What's up, Mars? I meant to say that. What's going on, Mars?
How's it going, man?
How you doing today?
Well, my feelings are a little hurt now, but other than that, yeah, I'm great.
All right, that's what's up. All right.
Mars, do you have any hidden agendas or open agendas that you need to push today?
No, I don't think I ever push agendas, man. I think I'm just here. Some good
Mars,
energy,
you don't have
good
nothing?
vibes.
Because right after the show yesterday, Mars got in there.
It's not an agenda. I think it's just very important that we speak about the most important award in the NBA, which is Player of the Week. I just think that's the most important
Player of the Week. Wow.
So I just think we should make a case of it to speak about the Player of the Week. More importantly,
is there a specific guy who won Player of the Week, Mars, that we don't know about that you should fill us in on?
I mean, if there is, I think it's a coincidence. I just think we should talk about the Player of the Week, whoever that may be.
Well, number one, I don't believe in coincidences, and number two, who is the Player of the Week, Mars? Since we're on that subject, who was the Player?
I'll look it up just because I think I don't know. I'll look it up.
I mean, I'm tapped in pretty much, in the NBA on what's going on, but I did not know who the player of the week was last week. So who was the player of the week?
Oh my God, is Jalen Brunson and Jalen Green?
Wow.
I never knew that. Oh my God.
How about that? What a coincidence.
Jalen combination.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh my God.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah, I do.
What were the stats, Morris?
Jalen Green averaged 26, 8.5 rebounds, and like 45% from three in a undefeated week for the Houston Rockets. And I don't care what Jalen Brunson averaged.
That's like higher than his field goal percentage for the year. That's crazy.
Cool. Let's focus on the last week. So I think player of the week is, if you really think about it, player of the week is more impactful than the MVP awards. If you think
because
there's been MVPs who haven't won player of the week. There's never been a player of the week.
I don't know about that, actually.
There's never been a player of the week who wasn't the best player in the league for that week. So clearly, I think Jalen Green needs to get his flowers. And I didn't know he was player of the week. Just looked it up just now. I definitely didn't come into the show knowing that. So
let's get back on the there's never been a player of the week who's been the league MVP. Is that correct?
Vice versa.
I made that.
That's what I was figuring. I figured it.
I made it up. But
the thing about Mars,
y'all believe it too. That's
I'm sure there's been.
He will make stuff up until you call him on it, and then he starts
100%.
walking stuff back.
Yes,
no, I'm not walking it back because there's a chance it's true. I'm just not.
There's no chance.
That's a player of the week.
There's absolutely no
There's
chance.
a chance that there's been at least one person who won MVP and wasn't player of the week.
At any point in their career. I mean, at any point during that season.
I'm certain it's possible.
No, there's no way.
That's not possible.
I
don't even think you can look that up because everyone would just assume like, oh yeah, if you're winning MVP, I'm sure at some point in the season you were player of the week.
Or player of the month.
Yeah. I bet there's not an MVP who didn't win player of the month.
Bob Pettit was never player of the week.
Was player of the week a thing in 1956?
Hey, you said that. I said that.
That's my question. Was player of the week a thing?
Does it matter? He was never player of the week. Does it matter?
Bill Russell never won the Finals MVP, so that wasn't.
Yeah, it existed in '69, and he lost to Jerry West.
When you compare Westbrook and Oscar Robertson, you really got to look at their players of the weeks because the Big O never even won one.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You said there was never I said there's been MVPs who were never player of the week. I was right. I don't know what to tell you. I was right.
You were not right.
Dave Cowens was never player of the week.
Yo, chat. I need to know who cooked more.
When did player of the week become a thing? Let's get to the bottom of that. That way we can understand. That way we can get it
in the 90s.
Ron, we're never getting off this.
Right.
It existed in the 90s. I know that. I don't know when it started happening.
When did player of the week become a thing in the NBA? So let me
I'm gonna assume 1979. Because Magic Johnson won.
Let me ask you. Okay, well let's find out. Right? When did player of the week become an actual thing?
Because
that's not relevant. I've given you multiple MVPs who never won it.
This is real basketball talk.
Bill Walton never won it. Bill Walton was never player of the week. And he played in the 80s. So there's no excuse. That's another MVP who never won it. But I think 79-80. I think that's the year.
The NBA Player of the Week award was created in the 1979-80 season.
Yeah.
Julius Erving was its first recipient.
Okay, he's an MVP. That doesn't help the agenda. But Bill Walton never won it.
And I'm sure that Bill Walton would have been player of the week at some point during the 76, 77.
That really
but unfortunately, that's another MVP. That's another MVP who never won it. So my point stands. There's been guys who have won MVPs and never been player of the week. So that means player of the week is more important.
The thing, Ron, is Mars has this delivery and the accent where you just have to believe him.
The accent contributes. That's a good point.
The accent in the delivery. So you'll hear something where, the MVP has never been player of the week. You know what, Mars? You might be right because that just sounds true. When in reality, it couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth.
Where's Bill Walton's player of the week?
Since its inception, the player of the week has always been the league MVP. So. No. That's just not true.
No.
Since 1979, when it first started, the NBA Player of the Week I challenge
The
you, Mars, to
MVP
find
has
that.
always had a player of the week for sure.
I challenge you to
Nah.
find that.
Nah.
I would even go as far as saying the MVP probably has multiple.
Irrelevant.
Yeah. Player of the
Irrelevant.
month, probably. There's probably at least one player of the month for every MVP.
Nah, irrelevant.
See, Mars, he says stuff like indubitably with that accent, and we're all just like, oh, yeah, it's probably
Mars,
true.
please
But
don't
we
ever
got to
say
start looking in.
indubitably. Please.
I swear I've heard
Yeah.
him say it. Every British
I
person
just-
has said it at
I
least
just
once.
don't.
in their
I
life.
just don't get why you guys are hating right now. Like, I gave you MVPs who had never won Player of the Week, and all of a sudden, I'm wrong. When I told you there's guys who have won MVP and never been Player of the Week, I was right.
Chat, I
Listen,
just want to
man.
know who cooked more. Mars today with his MVP Player of the Week take, or yesterday Dion from Ohio with his chair from the '90s take. I
That
gotta
wasn't
know.
Dion.
That
That was
wasn't
Pete
Dion.
Town.
Don't put that on Dion.
That was see, respect Dion. What the hell?
Don't put that on
Shout-
Dion, bro.
shout out
would
Dion.
never
Shout
go
out
out like
Dion.
that.
Yeah, my man Peak Town. My bad, y'all. My man. Peak Town.
Also,
Who
another great fact that is true. Only 2 players from the 2021 draft class have been the NBA Player of the Week. They both happen to play for the same team. Who would have thought? Just putting it out there. Shout out to Sengun and Jalen Green.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyone else from that draft class? Cade? No.
No one
Scotty
else has
Barnes?
been player
No.
of the
Evan
Cade's
Mobley?
never been player of the
No.
week?
No. Franz Wagner? No. Cam Thomas when he was dropping 2 40-point games in a week? No. None
That's
of it.
crazy.
So, yeah. Oh, another fact. So, yeah. Interesting. Just putting it out there for the people to know. You're welcome.
Hey, but for real though, like this last week from Jalen, how we feeling about this?
Cam Thomas did what has been player
Jalen
of the week,
Brunson?
by the way. I just looked it up.
Well,
Because we could talk about Jalen Brunson's week.
well, in case
That's
you
the
didn't know,
wrong
Ox,
Jalen.
both Jalen's got Player of the Week.
My fault, Ron.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I
you
saw
good.
that. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about Jalen Green first, but I want to talk about Jalen Brunson
Because he cooked your team.
because he cooked the what? No shit, because he cooked. I don't care who he cooked. He just, you know what I'm saying? He was cooking.
I am grateful for the Knicks beating the Warriors. Very grateful.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I wish the Lakers would have lost last night too, but
Me
you
too.
know,
After I seen Jalen Johnson destroy Austin Reeves' life, I thought they were going to
my
win,
goodness.
and then they proceeded to lose by 20.
It was two
Yeah.
bodies last night. But before we get into that, talk to me
Hey, you
about
see-
Jalen Brunson and Jalen Green.
Jalen
said
Brunson's a problem, bro. But the thing is, he's so compact. When he get that bump, he's he get that step back. That bump though is so subtle. He's so little. You can't. It's hard to stop. Like you got to be 6'7", athletic and strong.
Strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, have a
Jalen
strong
Brunson.
base to guard
You
him,
got
yeah.
you got to be strong, quick, and tall. Like you can't. Nobody 6'3", 6'4" is guarding Jalen Brunson. No,
Yeah.
he made Kuminga look slow and not weak, but Jalen Brunson's a problem.
Well, first of all, we got to
Jalen
discuss.
Brunson is the issue. He'll shoot anything, Chitchat.
Let's be clear about one thing. There's no nights off with Tibbs. Just so you know, I believe McBride played 47 minutes last night. Josh Hart played 48 minutes last night.
Him and Josh
You
played
are
the
going-
whole first half.
I love Tibbs, bro.
So there are no nights off with Tibbs. Okay, let's be clear about that. You are going to, if you're on Tibbs' roster and you're in his rotation, you are going to get run. I think this
He
is
likes you.
yes. If he digs you, you definitely going to play. Josh Hart played the whole game last night. So with that being said, if you look at the Knicks offense, right, the Knicks don't really run a lot of sets. I thought that they would run some good action, but the more I watch them, they'll run a drag screen or they'll run a double screen. Next thing you know, Jalen Brunson has the ball and he's going one-on-one. That's what he's doing. Josh Hart very rarely is behind the three-point line, but a lot of his stuff is in transition and like dirty work stuff, which, I mean, I could get with that. But we've already seen who the Knicks are without Julius Randle. Julius Randle is the difference on this crew. He's got to come back and he's got to be healthy. I can appreciate Jalen Brunson actually being a better passer than what I anticipated because I'm not a big fan of small guards who don't pass. And that's what he was last season. He didn't get off the ball a lot. This season, he's getting off the ball a lot more, and he's showing that he can pass. There's a difference between a passer and a guy who can pass. And I think he's a guy who can pass more than him actually being a passer. I can get with that logic. But I think that what I saw yesterday with the Warriors, and I didn't watch much of the Warriors game, the Warriors are an average team, and they went up against a better team.
They might be below average. Chitchat. They sorry. The Warriors are sorry. They sorry. Let's call it what it is.
And Steve Kerr went back to Klay Thompson coming off the bench, who he has actually been good coming off the bench. He's actually been really good. But this Warriors team, I think the best days are behind them.
Yeah, easy. But Julius don't got to come back. Like we talked about this before, especially after they made these trades. When they got OG, it made them serious. When they got Bojan and Alec Burks, I think that kind of made them solid contenders in the East.
I think
Julius don't need to come back and do nothing spectacular. Julius just got to play somewhat efficient basketball and rebound. If he just rebounds the ball and plays efficient basketball, he don't need to come back and average anything over 17. Like Julius,
they just need another big.
Efficient basketball.
They need another big in a rotation.
But so Mars,
that's spectacular for him. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about shooting 8 to 11 shots. Like Julius, come on.
If we could get,
we need you to fill in. Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna tell you the truth, because I saw it in Dallas when on that little run, but this year I've been down on Jalen Brunson. He could carry.
So you think he's the best? You think he's the best player on the team now?
Yeah. Was that a question?
I don't know.
Fox and Chill have been pushing Julius Randle as best.
I've been pushing Julius Randle since Kentucky. I like Julius Randle.
Okay,
so bias aside, who's the best player in the Knicks?
I'm not going to get wrapped up.
Julius still the best player. I think Julius Randle. I think they so close as any night. For the sake of this, Morris, I'll go with Jalen Brunson. For the sake of this, I'll go with Jalen.
No, don't let him talk you off that hill. Don't.
He's not
going to be on the hill.
Don't let him talk you off that hill. And here's why, big guy.
He's not talking me off. He's not talking me off. Chill. All I'm saying is, I think for them to be good, it's got to be Jalen Brunson that's doing because Julius can do other things as far as rebounding and just being a presence. If Jalen Brunson's not out there getting buckets, he's not really doing nothing. Like it was no point for us to have him on the court. So that's what I'm saying. Like they got to play that way, where we're playing through Jalen Brunson. Jalen, he's aggressive. He's shooting anything. I think they're better off if Jalen Brunson is doing the bulk of the scoring and let him go 100%. Crazy.
So but team needs wise, they need Julius. He might be more important, I guess, to like overall team success from everywhere outside of a scoring perspective. Because look at their bigs. What is it? Precious Achiuwa, Jericho Sims, and
Hartenstein.
Who else? Hartenstein's a really solid big.
Their best
I think when Hartenstein comes off the floor,
their best big is out.
Yeah, when Hartenstein comes off the floor, like there's no one with real mass because Precious Achiuwa is not a real center. Like I'm sorry, he's not. And Sims is like he's to me, Jericho Sims isn't getting minutes on like any team with any kind of decent big rotation in the NBA. Like he started with
the Knicks a couple.
But I think Hartenstein's clearly better all around. And I think when you have Julius in there, you can go a little small ball 5, but also put him in at the 4. But I mean, Brunson is Jalen Brunson. He's one of the best isolation scorers in the league. But when you look at their team needs, Julius is super, super important for them. Right. Like they need him. Yeah. They need him bad.
Right. So
Matt Barnes.
It's the maintenance. So anyway, Big Ox, you just mentioned something about Julius Randle being efficient. Yeah. So we don't need 26 and 27. So if we if we get a 7 for 12, 20 and 10 Julius Randle, how much better are the Knicks?
That's more than enough.
So much better.
That's more than enough.
How much better is he? Because Julius Randle, again, one of his main problems is his shot selection.
But that's not Julius Chilton. We're not going to get 20 efficient points from Julius Randle. I'm talking about like 14, 15 efficient points. Julius going for 20. He's shooting.
Hold up. Julius will have his nights where he has a good efficient night like that.
Yes, because the bad
can't rely on that though.
You have the nights where your bad shots go in. I mean, okay.
I mean, we got plenty of scorers, Mars, who shoot bad shots and they go in. Plenty of. Right. So I don't think that's a thing that we
go in. That's the key part
that we got to put on Julius. And
but isn't the margin of error like this big with them?
It's not that much.
That's why they're so streaky.
It's not that much smaller with Julius Randle. But I think Julius Randle being away from the crew, seeing what they're doing, I think that he comes back knowing that I don't got to be 24, 25 a game in order for us to win, because this team is predicated on defense and dirty work. Defense and dirty work is going to be the difference in the New York Knicks actually going far. So if Julius Randle could give them an efficient 18 to 22, and when I say efficient, I mean getting out in transition. I mean getting on the offensive glass, putbacks, things like that, and being able, because Julius Randle can knock down a 17, 18 footer. He can do that. And he from time to time can also knock down the long ball. Now, what gets him in trouble is when he's standing behind the long ball shooting 4 or 5 threes. What gets him in trouble is when he's shooting grenades, is what Bob would call them. That's what gets him in trouble. But when he plays within himself, and not just plays within himself, they're playing defense and generating turnovers because he's one of the better transition players in the game. When he's doing that, I think that this Knicks team, I think they could be trouble. I think they could be a lot of trouble.
That's why I think Jalen Brunson can carry, though. You guys know my logic on small guards. If you're going to be a small guard and the number one option, the team around you better play phenomenal defense. And that's just the biggest thing with me. Like offensively, obviously, if you're going to carry, it's on you. But you better have a squad around you that can really play defense, rebound, and how Chill said, just do the dirty work type of stuff. And that's Tibbs' MO. Tibbs is going to stay with some dirty work guys that he could play 40+ minutes a night. They're going to play defense. Might be able to stretch the floor, but really, they really going to be hard on those guys. And then he's going to have that one guy that can get you 25 to 30 on any given night. For instance, that Chicago Bulls team with Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and I think they are the dirty work team. I thought they would be higher in terms of team offensive rebounding, and I just clicked around the offensive rebounding statistics until I found something that they led in, and it makes sense. But they lead the league in contested offensive rebounds. And I wish they could break
stat for that.
Oh, there's a stat for everything, Mars.
Wow, there's contested rebounds.
Mars, you like that stat, Mars?
There's a stat for player contested rebounds, but contested offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to get that
for a
one.
team.
Yeah,
I wish.
Mars, exactly, Mars. You the one brought up uncontested.
Yeah, but I need player contested offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they don't break it down by player, at least not on NBA.com. But I guarantee you, if they broke it down, a lot of those contested offensive rebounds would be from their guards, like Josh Hart. Josh Hart, I think he makes contact with people in the air, on every single play, just going for an offensive rebound. I mean, Hartenstein is always just leaning on dudes and trying to tip that ball out. OG, even Miles McBride is flying around. Maybe not Bojan quite as much, but he's got.
They had Mitchell Robinson for some time in the season too, and he was.
What'd you say?
When they had Mitchell Robinson, he was the best rebounder I've ever seen. So
yeah, he was leading the league in offensive rebounds.
Poor Mitchell, man. I just wanted to say healthy.
A lot of
There's a chance Mitchell could come back, right?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't know, but I mean, if they go further in the playoffs than anticipated, I wouldn't be surprised.
A lot of things with Mitchell with that stat too. With that stat, if you look at Mitchell Robinson's offensive rebounds, I'm not sure in the NBA if they're counting his tip outs too, loose balls. And I'm pretty sure they're not. So
I don't think they do. Do they? They can't tip out rebounds to your teammates as your rebound.
I don't.
Yeah, that's your. I'm pretty sure that's statted as your rebound if you tip it out to your teammate.
Okay, if it's controlled. Okay. Well, because there's a lot of that going on too, where the ball's up and he's tipping it out to the guards and whatnot too.
The Tyson Chandler rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Goat. Love
the
Tyson.
bloody D-Bot tip it to Robert Horry. Y'all not even on the same damn team. Grab the ball, man. 2 hands.
All right, y'all. We got a $25 super chat from Jay Got Game. He said, as a Knicks, y'all making me lose my hair. Yes, Julius is important offensively. OG is important on defense, but we only go as far as Jalen Brunson takes us as the best player. We don't shout MVP for him for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I agree.
We already seen how far he could take you. You saw that last year.
No. They were not. He was not playing at the same level last year as he is this year. And I'm not going to say
he's they weren't as good too.
Player. Yeah, he's not a completely different player, but he's better, and I think he's more.
He's passing the ball a little bit better.
And also the roster around him. Look at the roster they built around him this year versus last year. It's very different, and I think the biggest thing is they've just added. I mean, obviously you're a little short-staffed in in the bigs area, and I think that's why they were okay, I guess we'll take Precious, and he's doing good things for them. I don't think he's a true center, and they really only have one playable, in my opinion, true center, and that's Hartenstein. But I just look at the wings around him, and you look at freaking Josh Hart, Miles McBride doing his thing, Bojan, OG, help me out.
So this team,
Alec Burks.
Alec Burks. Like, I just think they're more equipped to play, especially Tibbs basketball, than they were last year.
That's what I was about to ask. So essentially, this team is built like a Tibbs team.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of like a defensive-oriented team, right?
Like what Ron was saying. Like, you got dirty work guys.
This team is defensive-oriented, right? So with this team being defensive-oriented, because you got a bucket getter in Jalen Brunson, and I won't argue that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a bucket getter in Jalen Brunson. But with this team being defensive-oriented, what's the difference in them going far? The difference in them going far is the other bucket getter / dirty work guy that they have in Julius Randle. So as good as Jalen Brunson is as a bucket getter, as good as Jalen Brunson is as a distributor, they're only going as far as Julius Randle plays. Because
that's fair.
We've already seen Jalen Brunson. We know he could get buckets. He doesn't get on the glass like Julius Randle. He doesn't draw fouls on their front line like Julius Randle does. But the problem with Julius Randle is he's got to be a little bit more consistent. And if he's more consistent, like Big Ox just talked about, being a little bit more efficient, they go way further than with just Jalen Brunson. His
mindset's got to change because they don't need him to like get those mid-range buckets. Julius Randle's shot chart should, obviously if Julius has got to catch and shoot wide open three and he happens to be out there, take it. But I think his shot chart's going to look a little more, or should look a little more concentrated in the paint than it did a year or two ago when RJ's only given us like 18 a game. Like we need you to pick it up, Julius. We need you to be able to isolate and create some buckets, not just, be a recipient of that. But at the same time, if you're an opposing team in the playoffs, is Jalen Brunson the type of player? And I'm just asking, I'm not trying to prove a point or anything. Is Jalen the type of guy right now where you're kind of looking at him like, well, he's going to get his, I guess we should key in on Julius? Or are you still trying to game plan to stop Jalen Brunson?
Yes.
I'm trying to stop Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I'm focused on Jalen Brunson.
Okay. I just didn't know if is he that transcendent level yet?
I'm focused on Jalen Brunson. Because my thing is like, chill, you definitely right. Like if Julius Randle plays well, like if Julius Randle's giving you a good 22 plus, then yeah, that's great. But I'm looking at the way this team is constructed now, and I'm like, it's more so on that bench scoring when Bojan comes in with that second unit, like the young fella that was shooting last night. If they can get some consistent shooting from him, obviously not, got to shoot like that every night. But you get some good shooting from him, get some good shooting from Dante DiVincenzo.
Forgot about Dante.
Getting some good early, mid late third quarter points from Bojan and Alec Burks. If you can get that 3 games out of a 7-game series.
Big Ox, why are you so high on Bojan? What am I don't think I'm missing anything.
Bojan's a bucket getter, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out why you so high on him, because I remember him in Utah. I do. I remember him. But refresh my memory. Why
Indiana? We can talk about Indiana Bojan. Talk about Utah Bojan. Bojan is the.
We can talk about Detroit.
But you like people who play defense though. Like,
but thing is,
right?
He's. It's not like he's. So maybe now, but when I first was watching Bojan, he was a competitor on. He competed on defense. You know what I'm saying? He might not be a lockdown defender, but he was competing on defense. He was physical. He's not soft. Like he's seeking.
Why do you think Tibbs loves him?
So you know what I'm saying? He's seeking out contact. He's not. Right. You ever seen somebody when the ball's going up and you running and he sees you coming to get the rebound and he really stops? You know what I'm saying? He does this or chasing a loose ball and they really. Bojan's not doing none of that. Like he's not soft. He's good. He's just a hard-nosed basketball player. He got a sweet jump shot. He's clutch. He's not shying away. I like 100%. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I like Bojan so much that even if he didn't compete on defense, I like it.
Hey, I think like everyone just loves like a white dude that's balding, but it just like plays like a street ball hooper. Like it just what is there not to love about it? Like
Slim. There was a time when him and Joe Ingles was my favorite duo in the NBA.
Yeah, I just
Bojan
like
and Joe Ingles,
bro.
Duo.
When Joe Ingles was talking smack to Paul George, bro, that was just like to me that was like peak basketball.
And he got in his head too.
Hated each other. Yeah.
And he got in his head.
He kept like going into like bumping into him and just going like this and like falling like falling over, and then he does it again. I'm like, man, that's awesome. That's a guy who is not, and I respect that so much because that was me like playing, because very rarely, like even just playing, I was a scrub in college, like playing in practice, I had to find a way to be competitive with the dudes that just had more physical and God-given talent than me. It's like, okay, like what am I going to do? Like, I'm gonna get under their skin a little bit. I'm gonna get them out of their head. And that's how you bring someone down to your level. And then we can really compete. But like, it takes a special player to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
King Stag with the super chat said Bojan and Burks have been committing acts of terrorism on the Knicks. Randle is needed to get them going.
Played like 12 games.
Yeah, if you can get some, and that's the thing too now, Chill. Like I like him even more now because he doesn't have to do what he used to have to do, like on Utah or on other teams.
Right.
Bojan could just come and just be a spark plug for a couple minutes off the bench, get some second unit scoring. Yeah. And I'm also a big fan of Alec Burks. I've been a big fan of Alec Burks as well. So if those two can be a spark plug for the Knicks, just at certain times when Jalen Brunson's getting a rest, because if you watch last night, when those non-Jalen Brunson minutes for the Knicks have been painful.
I've always liked Alec Burks as a rotation guy. I remember Bojan in Utah, one of the better long ball shooters in the game. And that offense with the Knicks is a lot more stagnant. I thought that he would be a better fit playing for a team that was a little bit more wide open. However, it does work being a rotation guy playing with the Knicks because Jalen Brunson has been a better passer. So it does work. I didn't realize that Bojan was 6'8" neither. I didn't know he was that big. I thought he was like 6'5", 6'6" guy. Yeah. I didn't know he was 6'8". I didn't know he was that big. But with that being said, this Knicks team, this is a Tibbs unit. And with this being a Tibbs unit, this is probably the best Tibbs unit he's had since he's been with the Knicks. Of all the teams that he's had there, this is probably the best Tibbs unit that he's had. So if we could get these dirty work guys to continue their dirty work, Julius Randle, if he could come back and be healthy, and in the process of him being healthy, they could definitely cause some problems. But I'm not a huge Jalen Brunson fan because again, I know how New York Knicks fans are, and I know that 1 minute, they chanting MVP. 2 years later, they're going to be screaming to get him traded if he's not playing well. That's the New York fan base. That's how they are. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they can't get rid of you fast enough. So I just want to see I just want to see Julius Randle play better to show that how good this team can be when both of those guys are better.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got to keep it pushing because we got to get into these power rankings. We will start at 30 and work our way all the way down to 1. Y'all know how the system goes. So I'm going to ask the fellas, who do you believe should be the 30th ranked team? They'll give me their votes. Whichever team gets the most votes goes into that slot. If need be, chat, you guys will be the tiebreaker. And if absolutely need be, I'll be the tiebreaker.
Don't worry, Ron. It will never come to that.
Big round of plug.
I hope not. But remember, Damo will be up here at some point. So, hey, I got to shoot the game-winning shot. Good luck. Guard your grill.
Ron, I've seen you shoot the game-winning shot before. Matter of fact,
is it garbage? Is it garbage? Is it garbage, Big Ox? Trash.
He smoked the
Trash. Get Ron off the floor.
Chill. We would talk about that, but we got to talk about this Telegram group chat where we're talking about more important things like Kyrie's game winner. We're talking about whether the Knicks actually be garbage. We're talking about who's the real number one option, all of that other good stuff. This is where all the debates on the show continue throughout the day and throughout the evening and throughout the night. If you haven't joined our Telegram sports community group chat, join right now. It's still a 2-week trial period. If you join, you will be in there for free. We're all in there. We talk our good stuff, and the debates never stop. So join. Oh, and the Goofies in the chat be in there too. I'm telling you, it's a good time all day, all night. Also, like the video if you haven't got a chance to like the video, and we will be on playback tonight. It's going to be a very special guy on playback tonight, so you guys tap in. Very special guy. And we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. But speaking of which, the Nuggets and the Wolves. Anthony Edwards. Did we seen that?
He broke his hand? Or his finger?
No, he didn't. Just
No, he
dislocated.
It's good.
boomed on someone.
Dislocated.
Just-
Hey, you
just
seen that?
dislocated.
He did that on John Collins' face. That wasn't even the hand that he went to dunk it with.
Right.
Yeah. It was an offensive foul. I shouldn't even account for.
He dislocated his finger on John Collins' face and then punched it on him. I thought he bowled him in the face. That's what I thought the first time. When they rewound it, I saw he hit him in the face with his finger and dislocated his finger. They popped it back in, taped it back up, and he went back and he got back to work. Which, by the way, no Nas Reed last night, no Cat, no Rudy, and they still won. If this team could get healthy, man, Minnesota is going to be trouble in the Western Conference. A lot of trouble. 100%. I'll see the action that they get. Anthony Edwards gets double teamed. He doesn't pass that well out of the double team, but he'll get off the ball. Mike Conley actually has been playing really good. He's been playing really good. Jaden McDaniels, he gives them that defender that almost every team in the league does not have. And I thought last night they did a real good job of crashing the glass and keeping Lauri Markkanen in check. Even though he did go for a double-double, they kept him in check. So I'm good.
Shout out to Keontae George. Sorry.
Shout out to Keontae George. Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Wolves for still playing ball without Cat.
Mm-hmm.
What's his
Man.
timetable? Is he even a possible? Because I don't think they'll play the first round playoff series with him, but I don't know what the timetable is on him. Is he just done?
Most meniscus tests is what, 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Mm.
And this was
So
2 weeks ago? What was it, 2
Assuming
weeks
it's
ago?
assuming something like that. So assuming it's minor, mid first round, second round.
Pretty sure Nas played last night, by the way. I
Yeah.
don't know if he went out during the game.
No,
but-
Nas played. Did I say he didn't play? Because Nas definitely
Yeah.
played last night.
Yeah, he
Nas
played
played.
last night.
Yeah, Nas played last night.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
All right, y'all. So we got the 30th team. I need you guys to let me know which team is number 30.
That's
This should be
easy.
unanimous.
That's
Yeah, this
easy.
should be unanimous. I'm not
All
going
right.
first, but this should be unanimous.
We're gonna
Washington.
go
They're the worst
we're
team
gonna
in the
go-
league.
Chill, Ox, Mars, Slim. That's the order we're gonna go in.
All right.
Chill got Washington.
I got Washington.
Nice to see you guys came around. Yes, Washington.
Yeah, I got
It
that
took me a
team.
while, Moss. It took me a while to come around because watching Detroit, that was painful. But they actually compete.
Detroit's got a little
Yeah.
fire in them, though.
Yes,
they
they
got
do. They
some
actually
prove it
compete.
guys.
Washington
Yeah.
is garbage all the way around. That's a garbage team.
It's bad
trash.
culture, bad team.
Trash.
At least
Tell
Detroit.
you, but better late than
Gone.
never. Better late than never.
Garbage. And first of all, Mars, you were on the Detroit train. You were talking all year about how bad Detroit was. And this was just recently, maybe a month and a half ago. Chill. The Washington Wizards are the worst team in the league. Don't make it sound like this was going on since like January. No, you wasn't saying that, Mars.
No. When they started their losing streak, I remember verbatim, they're losing games that they shouldn't really be losing. Like they're in these games. I said that. Then Monty Williams was committing terrorism, playing Killian Hayes 30 minutes a game and not playing Jaden Ivey. And I said Monty Williams is a terrorist. That's what I was saying. I've been saying the Wizards are the worst team in the league. I've been saying that. I think the whole season I've been saying that. And then they got Marvin Bagley, and I was pushing Marvin Bagley agendas.
Right.
But
Don't forget
other than that,
part.
I've been saying they're the worst team in the league. You guys have just been hung up on the Pistons record saying they're worse. I was like, no, the Wizards are worse.
I don't want to
Even though-
derail us too much, but
Even though they lost almost 30 games in a row.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
look at those 30 games, other than like the middle stretch where Monty Williams was just being a terrorist, they started that streak with games that they could have won. There were some close games in there. That is unfortunate. They blew some leads, young team, whatever. The Wizards are just bad. So, like, even when they win,
They
they're
got
just
a
a
bad
bad
team.
team.
Washington
That's
got a bad
it. Like,
team.
even when the Wizards
do.
won games, they were bad. And now they have the worst record in the league. So now the record indicates that they're the worst team. But before, they were still the worst team.
But wouldn't your coach contribute to you having a bad team? It's not just
Yes, he's part of it. And that's why the
That's what I'm
Pistons are going to be
talking about,
29th. And that's why the Pistons are going to be 29th.
Okay.
Because of Monty Williams.
I was just going to ask about James Wiseman because coming into the league, I believed in it. I thought he was going to be like a cheat code with the Warriors. I'm like, here we go. Rich get richer. I'm like, I don't understand. Is he the perfect kind of like example of you can be really good and just like timing, injuries, and situation can just like ruin your career?
He's a perfect example. Sometimes you need to keep your ass in school.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought he was ready.
He
I thought he
he basically came out of high school. Like that's basically
Yeah, not pretty much.
Yeah, he only played
But-
what 2 games at Memphis, something like that.
3 games, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I just
like,
thought he was so
enough
good.
for people to-
And like even the way he looked in the Bay, like right away, I was like, this he's gonna be a problem.
He's looked better recently.
Yeah, but I mean that's been the story for like the past year and a half, 2 years. I mean he couldn't get out of the G for a while, and I don't think it was
He was
because
bad
like
in the G League too.
yeah. I mean I thought he was decent. He may have been inconsistent, but I don't know. Either way, we don't have to dwell on it. I just had to bring that up because that perplexes me.
I do want to give him credit. He has looked better recently. Like he's been legitimately Detroit's backup center. He's given them solid minutes. So progress is being made. I don't know what that means for him next season. I don't know if that means they're gonna actually offer him an extension because I think this is the last year on his deal, and they're probably gonna have to match offers or whatever.
He'll probably get a 1-year prove it deal somewhere, and it's just whether
I
Detroit
assume
wants
something.
to-
I don't know if he's still be in the 23.
Yeah, he's
23?
young. He's still super.
He
young.
came in 2020, so he's at 23, 24. Let me just check. 22. He's not even 23 yet.
Yeah, I was about to say I knew he was
He,
young.
he turns 23 at the end of the month. So
Okay.
he's young.
All right.
He comes
James
up
still
with
got a
both.
lot of time. And we
Coming
got to
up
get to
with
team number 29, y'all. So chill. It's on you. We got the Washington Wizards at 30. Who do you got at 29?
The Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
Mhm. They've actually competed. Been one of the.
I got
They've
Charlotte.
actually competed. They've been competing, so I'll give it up to them.
Charlotte.
Mhm.
Bars?
I'm thinking, can I get with Charlotte being the 29th team? Sure, why not? Charlotte.
What's
Yeah, I
the
got
plan in
Charlotte,
Charlotte,
too.
by the way? Since we're on the subject, so what's
Well,
the plan?
it would be LaMelo being healthy. Like that's
That
the
would
plan.
help.
LaMelo's
That would
healthy,
help.
Brandon Miller, and then
Lose
number 0.
games. Lose
Those
games.
three.
That's the plan. Play
And then
Train
Mark
Man
Williams
20
as well.
minutes.
They need
lose games.
Like they're just not healthy. That's the problem.
I
Mark
mean,
Williams hasn't played since 2023. LaMelo hasn't been around in a while. And
Second year in a row, he's been this hurt.
So they want to build, like they've got 4 pieces that they want to proceed with, I'm assuming. Number 0, Brandon Miller, LaMelo, and Mark Williams.
Yeah, respect.
2 of them
Vasily.
can't play. 2 of them can't play.
Speaking
So-
of which, y'all seen Vasily drop KD?
Yeah.
this,
And I've
what
seen
I
his
would
bench
do.
not get hyped. Sad.
Mhm.
Is it
Self-coaching.
time to start considering moving off of LaMelo Ball?
What
It's
is
a
it?
good
It's his
question.
ankle. It's his ankles, right?
Yes, 2 years in a row.
I wouldn't get off of LaMelo. But if you're that concerned about him being hurt and you think trade him while he still has value around the league,
Yeah.
because great young player, I guess, but I wouldn't. LaMelo and Brunson Miller, I think, is the startings of a great young duo.
I think so too, Mars. I think LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams, that trio, as young as they are, if they can stay healthy, I think they can make some noise. But the question is how is LaMelo Ball, is he going to hold up? It's the second year in a row that he's going to miss almost half the season. It's the second year in a row. And he's a young guy. It's not like he's in his mid to late 20s. What is he, 23? Something like that? So because of that,
22.
22 years old. Younger than
But-
James Wiseman. So with that being said, this crew, if you're going to build it around a young guy, wouldn't I be more apt to build it around a younger guy who is going to hold up as opposed to a guy who I'm hoping is going to hold up? And over the last 2 years, that's all he's been. He's been injury riddled.
At a certain point, you got to look at availability.
In my opinion. But then what do you think you can get for LaMelo that fits Charlotte's timeline of you're going to want another young guy? So
clearly
what
saw
team
no-
is giving up a young guy?
draft picks.
LaMelo.
You're trading for picks. I think. I don't think you're going for realized assets if you move off LaMelo. Truly.
I'll do Van Vliet for LaMelo and throw in a Brooklyn pick.
Oh, man. All right, Slim.
Hell no.
For the 29th pick.
My
who do you
goodbye,
got?
Mars.
Charlotte.
Goodbye,
I got
Mars.
Charlotte too. I got
I
Charlotte.
said I'll give them the
Good,
Brooklyn
good.
picks.
Goodbye, Mars.
You said picks. What picks are better than the Brooklyn picks?
You
right
said
now.
Van Fleet, bro. Let's talk about
Well,
you
the
got to
money
start
has
over.
to
You
match
got to
something.
rebuild.
LaMelo's making like 40 million.
That's what he's trying to make the money work too. So he's throwing
Yeah,
in
no, that's
Van
not my
Fleet.
Trying to fill the
He's
cap
throwing
space.
in Van Fleet with the pick.
Okay.
I have to make the money match. That's not my fault.
Goodbye, Mars.
You're not getting nothing better than the Brooklyn picks. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Hey, for real, I didn't hear you say the Brooklyn picks. All I heard you say was Fred, but it's like
That's
Exactly.
it.
I
Soon as
said
you say
Fred,
Van
Fred
Fleet,
makes the money. So
For the
what
Brooklyn
team-
picks,
LaMelo
though,
is going to be making 35 or 40 million next year. Who else is making that money match that is going to be a better deal than what Houston can offer? Like, you can't just give them a magical young player making 8 million. Like, they have to make 40 million. So who's giving up a $40 million player and valuable picks more valuable than the Nets?
Okay, first and foremost, number one, you aren't giving him up. Number one, because you have a team option after this year. You're not doing that. You could just get off of him after this season.
You could.
You could just straight get off of him after this season. So you're not doing that. Mars, I'm done with you trying to swindle me. I'm sick of you, Mars. I'm tired of you.
You said picks. We have arguably the most.
I was just saying stuff, bro. We gotta start fact checking.
Yeah, Mars, they studied your style. Mars, I knew somebody that.
They said they wanted picks. I offered them some of the most valuable picks in the league.
I just came in here, Ox, to buy a card. I got a $350.
Instead of saying my trade idea is so bad,
would you like some trade idea that makes that Nissan?
Give me a trade idea that makes sense.
You got some used car. You got some used car sales around here.
Trade that makes more sense.
Mars needs like live community notes, like Twitter community notes, just always like just fact checking him all the time.
Give me a LaMelo trade that makes more sense. Instead of just saying my trade was so bad, give me one that makes sense.
Okay,
offload LaMelo for picks, throw the bag at Vasily, and just move on.
Picks? How? You still have to get 40 million in contract.
Right. We still got to
throw
make
a bag
that
at
money
Mičić.
Up. Yes, we do. We have to make that money up. We got to make up the 40 million. But I can tell you what we're not doing. We're not dealing with you. How about that? We can find somebody else. We're not dealing with you. That's what we're not going to do. We are not dealing with you. No.
That's fine. Okay. I gave them a good trade. You just don't like
He's now Mars has become Danny Ainge. That's what Mars is. Mars is Danny Ainge. Now that I think about it, Mars is Danny Ainge. I just told you, Big Ox, when I came in here, I got $350 a month for a car. That's all I got. Next thing I know, I'm signing a contract. My payment's $625 a month because of this dude over here. Mars, I'm done dealing with you, yo.
Yeah, that's
Chill.
fine. That's fine. You guys can't think of a better trade. It's fine.
Chill. Does the trade make more sense if they throw in a younger piece or two? Like, let's say they throw in Cam Whitmore and see Mars. See, this is say I deal with the same problems with you and Ox. You guys, you will not get LaMelo for free, and those picks won't.
It's not free.
What you doing?
The Brooklyn picks are going to be top 5. Have we seen the Nets? Are you guys serious?
How many picks is it, Mars?
We have 4 of them. Unprotected Brooklyn picks, and you're acting like I'm robbing the Hornets.
So you say clean the slate.
All the Brooklyn picks. Not healthy. He's going to miss half the season 2 years in a row, and somehow I'm robbing them. What?
I'm not mad at it.
Mars,
like, are you willing to come off with Torrey Easton? Are you willing to come off with Torrey Easton, Mars?
You're gonna have to give up someone.
Mars,
you got to give up one young asset to get LaMelo.
You want picks? I'm offering you the most valuable picks in the league. And somehow I'm the one committing robbery.
You need.
Okay, but are you willing to come off with Torrey Easton?
A little bit of realized asset.
No, none of the young.
No Torrey Easton.
No, none of them. I'm not coming off any of the young.
Well, then you're not getting LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay, then there's not a better trade in the NBA, and you can't think of one, and that's why you guys keep saying I'm robbing them. But you haven't come up with one trade.
I'm just asking if you're willing to come up with Torrey. I'm trying to.
Yeah, and that's fine. And none of you guys can come up with a trade from another.
I can think of one right now. I would be an NBA GM.
This is what's pinned. Ox, this is what's pinning you in the corner. You're not gonna get a better car deal than this. There's no other deal around here better than this one. Now you end up paying $625 a month.
I can see the plaid blazer on you right now.
You gotta keep you cool. You can't get upset. You gotta ease this into the sale.
But you can't tell me. You can't say 5 minutes ago LaMelo's injury prone. We don't know if he's gonna hold up.
Correct.
He's missed half the season 2 years in a row.
Correct.
And then I offer you potentially a bunch of lottery picks, and you say I'm robbing you. That doesn't.
You're willing to come off for all 4 of those picks?
I'm willing to come off 3 of them.
Oh, so now it's 3.
Okay,
it was never 4. I said
before it was 1.
No, I said Brooklyn picks. I said Brooklyn.
You said Van Fleet and 1 pick.
I said picks. I said picks. I said you can rewind the tape. I said Van Vliet and picks.
We started the conversation. You said to start the conversation, Mars. You said I'll give you Van Fleet and 1 of the picks. That's what you
Van
said.
Vliet and Brooklyn. I'm not coming off the 2025 Brooklyn pick.
Okay, so now
the 2025 pick we're keeping because that's potentially Cooper Flag. You can get 26, 27, and 24. You can get them.
We might give me all team involved.
So I was thinking that too. But so you're gonna give me all 3 of your ones, I'm giving you
3 Brooklyn picks, Fred VanVleet to make the money work, and we
might
get an
have-
injury-prone LaMelo Ball.
I mean, we're never
But
going to
somehow
finish
that's
these
a
power rankings, bro.
let me think about it, Moss.
No, now let's think about it.
Let me think
I have
about it,
I have my
Moss.
people call your people. All right.
Because I'm looking at Brooklyn, and Moss is talking about Brooklyn like they Washington. They're not that bad. They're not. Okay, let's chill out on Brooklyn like they are San Antonio.
They're like the bottom 6 worst teams in the league.
Brooklyn could be a play-in team over the course of the next 4 years.
Yes, they could.
100%.
Yes, they
Based
could.
on
Depending on
What? In the next 4 years, did you say?
Yeah, because I mean,
yeah,
how
the
long
next
do their
4
picks
years,
go?
for sure.
Well, how long do their picks
Till
go?
2027. Based
That's
on what?
next 3 years, they could be a play-in
Anything can happen,
team.
Morris. Free agency.
Fellas, we could keep
Free agents
talking,
going to
but we
Brooklyn?
have to get to this 28th
Oh,
pick.
KD and
Okay.
Kyrie went there.
Yeah, KD tricked you guys. Yeah,
We're doing this with
that's the only time.
the
just
garbage.
Morris,
teams in the
have you ever
league.
been to Brooklyn?
Fellas,
I've only been to
it's-
the US one
it-
time, and it was a bad experience.
What I'm saying,
That's why Seattle don't have a franchise.
If you go to Brooklyn, you know.
You know, I want to act hostile, just as hostile as Mars was towards y'all saying he needs to give up a young player. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just continue to keep it pushing on the show. We need a 28th pick, Chill. It's on you. Who do you got?
Who do I have at 28?
Well, Detroit didn't go to 29, so you can just pick Detroit again.
Right. Pistons at 28.
All right. Who you got, Slim? I mean, Ox.
Um,
I forgot we're not doing that order no more.
yeah, that was crazy yesterday. First, I want to say this, y'all. You know you're getting scammed if the person that's trying to sell you something gets upset at you for not buying it when they want you to buy it.
Amen.
So look, if the person that's trying to sell you something gets
Doubling
upset
down on that.
when they're trying to buy you something, beware, okay?
We're
Beware,
never
that's all I'm
Houston
saying.
are
Life
never going to
lessons.
offer. Houston are
Life
never going to
lessons.
offer that
That's all I'm
trade.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
Mars,
Houston
we're
are
on
never
it,
going to
bro.
offer
I'm
that
gonna
trade.
go-
We're not-
I'm
we're
gonna
not
go-
gonna
I
trade.
already
I'm
went to a
like,
different
you guys
dealership,
don't
bro. I
understand.
already went to a different dealership where someone's going to talk to me nice.
And I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's fine. That's
everybody.
fine. I mean, the
Somebody's
trade
gonna
trade's
treat
never
you with
going to
some
happen. So that's
respect.
fine.
And I'm telling
Yeah.
everybody about it too. On top of that,
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody, stay away from this dealership.
And on top of that, too,
Okay.
Mars, my wife is a Karen, so she's making a crazy Yelp review.
Oh, yeah. One
It is
star.
what it is. It is what it is.
Naming-
You guys don't,
calling
you
you
guys
out
don't
by
want
name.
good
Ox, I
deals.
need your
It's
pick, bro.
I'm sorry, Rod.
give
Yes, the Pistons.
Give me the Blazers.
Yeah.
Okay. One for the Blazers. Mars.
He's so mad, bro.
He'll get over it.
No, I'm not mad because I know Houston are never going to offer up Fred VanVleet in a trade anyway. So I know it's not going to happen. I just don't get how you guys acting like I was trying to rob you guys. Like, that just don't make sense. But sure, why not? Portland.
The
Yeah,
Blazers
I
are
go
worse
Portland-
than
I go
Detroit.
Portland too. Yeah, I think so.
What am I missing?
You got Portland, Slim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Portland stink.
Portland's terrible, chill.
And I'm still not moved
I'm-
by
I'm-
Scoot Henderson. So I'm waiting for Scoot. to show me
Chill.
something.
They're so bad. I only went to one game this year.
Wow.
Like I'm not even. I only want.
Shout out to DeAndre Ayton though. Like he's genuinely playing well.
Yes,
Nah,
he is.
Mars.
This
Did you
fool
guys
is
hear what
so
DeAndre
wrong.
Ayton said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Air
yeah, but hey,
Max-
man, a good night's sleep is important, man. If you can't get a good night's sleep, I don't know.
Okay, but Mars, why is he sleeping on an air mattress? That's
Why?
just that's self sabotage.
Okay, but he's rectified the situation now. He's rectified
That's
the
just
situation.
stupid.
Wait, what did he say? What was the quote? What was the quote?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
He was
The exact
sleeping
quote.
on bad mattresses.
Man, that's a lie, bro. He just you. It's no way this man sleeping on. Where you had a mattress in Phoenix. So what happened to that mattress? And then plus you couldn't just have a mattress ordered waiting for you at the crib. Like,
Ox, he was probably sleeping at his side piece's house, and
he should have kept his big ass
Well,
over there. Then what you
he-
sleeping on an air mattress for?
no, I'm saying he brought a air. She only had an air mattress.
I would see that's a problem when he dealing with it.
Why are you
know what?
associating yourself?
You know
You're an
what I'm
NBA
saying?
player, bro.
She only
So-
got an air mattress. Man, that's a problem.
So
You
this is
dealing with her?
what DeAndre Ayton said. He said, and this is on his early season struggles with Portland. He said, my body wasn't just my body. I didn't have a bed for quite some time. I was on an air mattress.
Big dummy.
Exactly, man.
Go
You
check
guys
into a
under- you guys
hotel,
underrate
bro.
That's what I was
value of
about to
high-quality
say, Slim. You could yo,
Get an Airbnb. That is literally a home.
You want him to spend
Oh,
more money?
you can-
Nah,
they got-
yeah,
they gotta
yeah, I
rent-
do.
they gotta
because
rent-
he has a lot of it. take
Yo,
that's
yo,
your
Mars,
Yeah,
livelihood.
but
Mars,
that's
they
how
just
you. If
opened
you
up-
want to keep a lot of it, you
No,
don't spend it.
no. That is an
Mars,
investment
Mars,
in
they
your
just
career.
they just opened up a new Ritz Carlton
he's hooping now.
downtown Portland. It's right there, downtown Portland. They just opened it up. He could have had a room there, no problem.
He could live there
No
for
problem.
the season
They got
in a hotel, and
resident.
it
You know,
wouldn't put a
you know the
dent
top.
in his bank account.
You know, in those the top 10 floors in those it's residents. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but they still get all the services and everything. Like, oh, this man, if that wasn't a lie, then he's just the imbecile.
I'm telling you.
He got a bed over All-Star break, and then
All-Star break.
That was averaging 25 and 14. Like, what's the problem?
Mars, you telling me October, November, December, January, 4.5 months, this man slept on an air mattress?
I'm telling you, during training camp, he met something at Cab 2 over on the east side of Portland, which, if y'all don't know, that's about 20, roughly 20 to 25 minutes from downtown Portland, depending on where you at. He met something over there at Cab 2 on the late night. He was like, you know what? I'm staying over here. This is where I'm going to be at every night. And every time he went in there, it just slipped his mind as he was leaving to order that air mattress off his cart on Amazon. And it just kept going and kept going and kept going.
That's ridiculous.
What's worse, y'all? What's worse? What's worse for him right now? Because it's only two things. He's lying or he's dumb. Which one is worse?
He's dumb. That's worse. That's worse.
I'm gonna go off he's lying, because Big Ox, you just brought up October, November, December. Just so you know, he didn't just find out that he was going to the Trailblazers in October. He'd been there over the summer, which means you moved there over the summer. So in the process of you moving there over the summer, why isn't your house already together by the time training camp opens up? How do you not have a bed? When you guys are haters, man. You guys are haters. When you move somewhere, what's one of the first things you do when you move somewhere?
Get a bed.
One more time, Slim, for the people that didn't hear you in the back.
You get a bed.
A bed. We'll get the other stuff later. Where are we gonna sleep? That's why we got a house.
See, Mars, you being a young fella, I see you can adapt to this, right? But when you got a certain amount of life experience, you understand how stupid things are. You know what I'm saying? When you lived through enough things, moved enough times, lived in enough places, and I'm pretty sure you're well traveled. I'm just saying, when you get a little older and you realize how stupid things are, you just realize this man is a big dummy.
Yeah, that's just like I want a highly paid player on my team to be an adult. That knows
how about that for an
idea?
How about that for an idea, Slim?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like, that's a maturity thing. If it's a maturity thing either way, whether he's lying or he's dumb, like it's not good for it. Doesn't bode well for that aspect of how an organization views him as a player. It's like, dude, what are you doing? If you're lying, like, why do you feel the need to lie? Just own up to it and be like, yeah, I've been playing up to standard. I got some.
All I gotta say is shout out to DeAndre Ayton for finally getting to that big bed that he has in his house. And also, I want to say to all future Blazers, stay out of Cab 2. Them air mattresses will ruin your career. We got a couple more super chats before we get on to the next pick. K Spiffy said, do coaches have peaks? And name some great peaks from coaches. Also, we done with Dub. Love.
Y'all not done. We're not done with Dub. We definitely not.
I don't think coaches have peaks. I think if a coach has a peak, it's because he was evolving with the game to a point and then stopped trying to change with the game most of the time. But I mean, that's my take. I mean, I think Pop is a perfect example of a guy who's continued to evolve with the game of basketball. Carlisle as well, but y'all know me. I love Rick Carlisle. I think he's incredible. But
coaches have to have peaks. If they didn't have peaks, then why would they be out of the game? So Pat Riley, the game passed him by. Phil Jackson, triangle offense got outdated and it passed him by. He didn't evolve with the game. Bob Knight, the game passed him by. So if the game passes these guys by, at some point, there has to be a time where I'm in my groove and I'm the best that I could possibly be during this time, whether it's the way the offense is being run or whether it's the way the defense is being run. Like, I feel like Tibbs' peak as a coach, I think, is when he was in Chicago.
100%.
Because those I feel like those are the best Tibbs teams that he could possibly have.
The game was more conducive to being able to play the way he wants to play, for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking at first like a coach's peak is most likely when he gets his best players. you know, and it goes with him. But then I'm looking at Eric Spoelstra, and I'm looking at that when he was winning championships, he had that best team. But I think Spo might be in his peak days around now. You know, the last 4 years. I think he's becoming such a good coach, and he had such a squad early on, and now it's like he's in his peak. So
Big Ox.
I
now,
think
let me ask you this
best
question.
coaches can supersede that.
Question, Big Ox, is do you believe that you could be a best version of you, and then on the flip side to that, you could do your best work? So, for example, Spo, the best version of Spo, this might be the best version of Spo.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, when he had LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and those guys, that might be the best version of him. But the cruise that he's had over the last 4 years, this might be his best work. Is that fair?
Yeah, I can get with that for sure. I can for sure get with that.
All right, y'all. We got to move on to the next team. As of right now, this is what we're looking at. We got the Wizards, Hornets, Blazers. At 27, Chilltown. Who do you got?
Detroit.
All right, we got one for Detroit. Ox.
This is when it gets tough right here, because it's definitely Detroit or San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who's worse though. Well, I mean the Spurs got Wemby, so I could probably just give them that edge.
This off the strip that he on the crew. We got it.
Yeah, I think you can get that simple, right, Chilltown?
Your ceiling's way higher.
Yeah, I'll go with
alien on your team.
I'll go with Detroit.
Mars.
Detroit.
Are you sure, Mars? Because
Pistons.
that doesn't really seem.
I wanted to see how high we could get Detroit to go. I think
That's what I was thinking. Like if
Right.
Ox would have said the Spurs, you would have went with the Spurs. I don't think you think Detroit is this bad. I think you think they better than this.
Yeah, Mars, I had the same agenda. Not
Oh, do
gonna
you
lie.
think
I was
they better or
yeah,
what?
I'm happy
If
with this.
Ox went with the Spurs, I think I would have picked the
You
Spurs.
definitely would have went with the Spurs.
I don't think they're better than San Antonio. I had to
Right.
stop the madness there.
Yeah.
It's cool. We got them to 26. We'll take it.
I think
Seven-game series.
that's peak.
Who wins in the series?
7-game series.
The Spurs in Detroit.
Yep, the gutter bowl.
We're talking about things that would never happen. We're talking about stuff that would never in a million years.
Detroit might pop them though.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, 7-game series. I
Yes.
might have Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit would beat them.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if you play Wemby all 48, I think the Spurs sweet.
It's going to 7. It's going to 7.
It
Toilet
depends. I
bowl.
mean, Jalen Duren is a physical specimen down there. He can.
Yeah,
just
but
up there.
Wemby had a triple double on the Pistons in 20 minutes.
Hey, get the Pistons off the floor, yo. These dudes is trash, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
Slim, who you got?
In the series or just at the ranking spot?
Both.
I'll make it easy. I'll say Detroit for both. I mean,
Okay.
we're arguing about. Come on. What are we doing?
Detroit on the floor, yo.
But no, I mean,
All
I
right.
think San Antonio is better.
This is a foot race, and we got a snail and a slug. So, you know.
All right, the Pistons win.
Smell pregnant, by the way, too. Ox.
That's crazy. That's wild. All right, y'all. At 26, who we rocking with?
The Spurs.
The Spurs. Oh, sorry. It's not my fault.
Is that unanimous?
Spurs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Spurs and Pistons playing each other on the last night of the regular season, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, for real?
Must
Locked
see
in.
TV.
I can't wait to do that on playback.
Where's it
I can't
going to
wait
be?
to
Is it going to be in
see-
San Antonio or in Detroit?
It is going to be in Detroit. No, it's going to be in San Antonio.
We're about to see a Doug McDermott masterclass. He's going to play 36 minutes. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they haven't just packed up all their young guys. I still want to see that game.
Oh, they're not playing anyone, bro. They're
Nah, I
not.
believe.
Why
I believe,
not?
I believe.
Game.
Let the young fellas have a have a last hoorah.
I don't want to
just
see
telling you what's
Devontae
gonna
Graham.
happen.
Dude. I really don't want to see Devontae Graham.
Oh, dude, Devontae Graham's a bucket getter. I don't care what anyone says. He's
Right.
nice.
And on top of that too, Slim, I'm with the Doug McBuckets masterclass. I would love to see
McBucket.
just
36
have,
minutes from Dougie. I'm
bro,
with that.
just literally throw back to Creighton. He's just running off screens for literally 35 minutes. It's gonna be awesome.
Bro, I love that crazy team.
Playing for his
All right,
dad
y'all,
again.
Yeah,
We got our top. We got our bottom 5. It goes Wizards, Hornets, Blazers,
Oh,
Pistons,
Doug's on the
Spurs.
Pacers.
Chat, let us know how you feel about this bottom 5 and whether we got this right. All right, we got to get to 25. Chill, it's on you.
Memphis.
Desmond Bane's back.
Just yesterday. Why are you trying to win games? I don't get it. I'm still trying to
Pride.
on
I think it's
why is
culture.
Memphis trying to
It's a
win
culture
games?
thing.
Yeah,
Pride.
dude.
You don't want to get used to losing.
I think that's Taylor Jenkins' culture. Like, just we're tough. I don't care
We're gonna
about anything.
compete.
We're gonna
Yeah.
compete. Yeah,
We're gonna compete. I can dig that.
to their detriment, but
Yeah.
it's culture. Might be a long con.
Chill got Memphis. Ox, who do you got?
Man, as bad as I want to say Memphis, man, you know Malik Monk saved our ass from them last night.
He did, Joe.
You know the boys was finna beat us.
They were.
Oh man. Yo, I'm out on the Kings. Yo, I'm out on the
What, Ox?
You sound like me with the Mavs, bro.
No, I'm just playing. I'm
One
just
bad
playing.
loss and just
No,
I'm
but come on, we almost lost to Memphis last night. Malik Monk had to save us. With that,
It was fourth quarter heroics, or it was just all game.
fourth quarter and overtime heroics.
I did see that.
He went to OT.
Yes,
Yeah,
we went to overtime. And
Grizzlies
it
are
was just
sneaky, bro. They're kind of like they can play really well. And I mean, I think it's culture. And like you just kind of the whole next man up. It's corny, but like they truly embody that. Like they got a few
They play
guys that
good
just step
defense.
in.
They play good
Yeah.
defense. They just need a night where they're making some shots, so they can.
I mean, hey, it was a while ago, but they put together a nice little game and beat the Bucks, like a fully healthy Bucks team, and they trotted a G League lineup out there with G.G. Jackson. Like it's despicable.
Huh, miracles do happen. Ox, who you got?
I guess I want. You know what? Even after last night, how good I seen them play. I think I will go with the Grizzlies. I think I will go with the Grizzlies.
Just so we clear, Ox, they did lose. I want to make sure we clear.
They did. Yeah, they did
Make sure
lose.
we remember that. Even though it was a dog fight that you did not anticipate, you thought that it was going to be a Monday or Tuesday night that you was good. They did lose. Your boys did beat them. So
yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna stick with the Grizzlies on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mars, who you got?
You know, Jaren Jackson is just so close to being so good.
I already know what Mars is gonna say.
So close.
Well, you think I want to say the Nets?
I don't know. Are you?
I think it's between 3 teams. Those teams are the Grizzlies, the Raptors, and the Nets. I think those teams are in this next group.
That's fair.
The worst of those 3 teams,
I don't think
probably say Toronto. I think Toronto's the
Oh,
worst.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like Toronto's looked good lately.
Nah, with
I
Scottie Barnes,
like the basketball that they're playing.
when Scottie Barnes is there. Yeah, without Scottie Barnes, I don't like him. And right now, Scottie Barnes ain't there. I don't know how long he's gonna be out for.
You got Big Jelly the Clinic Olynyk.
I like him. I wanted him in Houston, but whatever.
I love Cal.
But I'm gonna go with Toronto.
Slim Duke. Who you got?
I'm actually gonna go with Brooklyn in this spot.
Oh, can I change my pick?
No, Mars, you can't.
You can't. Because your pick was contingent on mine, on whether I was actually going to say what I thought, or because I don't like being a part of the Mars agenda. I feel like a pawn,
Even if it's
in
right,
an evil game of chess.
but even if the agenda's
Evil
right.
game of chess
If I
is
agree with it,
Oh, 100%. Mars.
So wait, so who just won the vote?
The Grizzlies are 25.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all. I got a couple super chats that I'm gonna go ahead and read in between this next pick. Teddy Hart said, "Mars, I think the Spurs can put together a package for Melo. They have young players and great future picks from themselves, the Hornets, Hawks, and a swap best with the Celtics in 2028. Healthy Melo and Wemby would be scary."
that would be crazy.
What's the value of swapping?
Think about the pace. Think about that pace. Golly,
I'm just like
But Devin,
Hold on. Go back to that super chat round. Swapping the pick with who?
Celtics.
yeah, like who cares? Woo, Celtics.
Right.
Like, that's gonna be the 30th pick.
Right, it's gonna be a late first round.
But
pick.
like, who are you giving them to make the money work? Zach Collins and Devontae Graham?
Devin Vassell got paid.
yeah.
They can have LaMelo if they give up Devin Vassell. They can have. I'm not even gonna try and match that offer. They can have. You give up Devin Vassell for LaMelo, that's on you.
Is Devin Vassell
Devin
better?
Vassell's gonna be better than
Is LaMelo Ball a better
Yeah.
fit in San Antonio than Devin Vassell?
I think the only people they shouldn't even consider trading is Devin Vassell, Sohan, and Wemby.
I think we can
How
get
much
Devin
money is
Vassell back.
what Keldon Johnson?
Keldon Johnson's making 20.
Keldon Johnson's untouchable to me. To me, he's
Keldon Johnson is extremely touchable. Pause.
That's crazy, but I disagree. I think, bro, he's the type of guy like that's not a dime a dozen in the league. And also, you look at his ceiling and what he has become, and what like if he continues to improve at the rate he has been, I think we're seeing what Devin Vassell is. Like, I don't think Devin Vassell takes any steps to become a.
Mars, what you think Devin Vassell's ceiling is? Actually, hold on, Mars. Before you answer that question, what year is he in right now?
3, right?
So
no, he's older than that.
Nah, I think he's in
He
year
came
3.
in year 4.
okay,
He was
so
in.
Devin,
I knew he was in even the Anthony Edwards draft class or the K draft class. I knew he was in one of them.
so
Year
he
4.
showed up in 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he showed up in 20.
He's
Okay,
younger
so
than
now,
Keldon.
right? He's 23 years old. Mars, what does he look like at 27 years old? Who is Devin Vassell at 27 years old?
A great perimeter scorer who can play defense.
Give us a
Great
comparison.
That sounds like an all NBA player right there. A great perimeter scorer who can defend.
Now, with how the league's going, you're gonna need more than that. But comparison,
How big is this kid?
Prime Wesley Matthews.
I'm getting Chris Middleton vibes. Not more so more on the 3-point line than in the mid range, but more so
he's
comparing
that good?
him to what he would be, to Giannis.
If he's that good,
he can be a consistent scorer who can play defense. That's what he. That's
Because
what
right
I
now
think
we're
he
seeing
can do.
volume Devin Vassell. Like, he's not
Right.
going to get volume on a better team if he goes somewhere else. If he goes
Why,
to a winning
why wouldn't he get
situation-
volume with this team growing?
But Devin Vassell's
I think he
an
will if he
efficient-
stays.
But Devin Vassell's an efficient scorer too.
Is he?
is he DeMar DeRozan good?
He's more efficient than Keldon Johnson. I don't know the number. I know he's more efficient than Keldon Johnson. Like, I'm 1,000% confident he's more efficient than Keldon Johnson.
38
Is he
from
DeMar
three,
DeRozan good?
37 from the field. No.
Nah, he won't be DeMar. Nah. But
Okay, so he's not DeMar DeRozan.
he's let me look this up. I know he's more efficient than Keldon.
But
I'm thinking
Slim, I agree with you on the whole Keldon thing, though. I don't think like we've talked about Devin versus Keldon, and I've leaned towards Keldon the whole time. That's no knock to Devin, but I agree with what Slim said.
I mean,
He's
the numbers aren't that
he's a
different.
dog.
And think about what Keldon gives you on both ends. Like, Devin Vassell is shooting 38 from 3 and 48 from the field. Keldon shooting 35 from 3, 45 from the field.
Slim, Mars doesn't think
Keldon
Keldon plays defense.
He does.
Is he better? Is he better than Desmond Bane in 3 years?
Desmond Bane is who I was
Ooh.
thinking with Devin Vassell. That's like my mind was going to it. I think he's a
Right.
bigger Desmond Bane, but I don't think he
So
shoots
he a
the three
bigger
as well.
Desmond
But I
Bane.
think he can create for himself better. But Desmond Bane's a better passer. So like, but that level of like player, like top 10-ish shooting guard in the league, that's what I think he'll be.
I just think like floor spacers are not like a commodity in the league. 6'7" athletic, strong guys that like can do a lot of different things for your team are a hot commodity. Those are the guys that get paid a ton. And you're like, man, this guy got a bag. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's because it's about needs. It's about team needs. And oftentimes when there is a vacuum of a certain type of player in the NBA, their value rises. Devin Vassell does not do anything that's a hot commodity in the NBA. He shoots the
Keldon
ball.
Johnson is not 6'7".
Isaiah Joe shoots the ball. You have plenty of guys that shoot the ball that aren't getting paid that much in the league. So it's like you can give a lot of guys Devin Vassell's volume, and I think they have similar production.
But I just think whatever you think Keldon Johnson's all around game is where I guess we disagree.
You gotta watch the games, Mars. You got to see all the things he does, bro. You gotta
clearly,
see it, bro.
clearly when I watch the games, I'm clearly just watching Keldon.
Mars, is he better than Jalen Green in 3 years?
Who, Devin Vassell?
No, me, Mars. Yeah, who you think we talking about?
Keldon, you could have been asked about Keldon Johnson. I don't know. You could have been asked about Keldon Johnson, but no, he's not going to be better than Jalen.
Not
Green.
better than Jalen Green.
But Jalen Green's going to be one of the 5 best shooting guards in the league.
Mars.
I went pessimistic just so no one could say I was glazing.
Okay, I got you. SMN RNDM. I wonder what that means.
Someone-
But SMN said, y'all
Someone-
stream every day. How about a show every day where you go through all the games from the previous day? Like a quick 5-minute chat about every game. If you do, I want creative rights for the show.
Okay, first of all, we were doing that. And like, if I'm not mistaken, Ron was going through the games like almost at the end of the show where we would go through games. So we were doing that. So absolutely not. You're not getting any cut of that. No, you already.
I also don't watch every game, so there'll just be a lot of games where I would have nothing to say.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. We got, what pick are we on? We're on 25. Chill, it's on you next.
Actually, we're on 24, ain't we? Because didn't Memphis go to 25?
Sure did.
Yeah. The Grizzlies were 25.
Oh,
Yeah. We're on 24.
I'm having a difficult time between Toronto and Brooklyn. I love Toronto's upside. I see what they're trying to build over there. I have no idea what they're doing in Brooklyn. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I have no
Because
idea.
I think they lose Cam Thomas.
And Mars wants them to
somewhere.
be bad. The reason why Mars wants them to be bad because he's just loving the fact that they got to hand over those picks. I'm gonna say it. Brooklyn.
yeah.
Chill, is Brooklyn the most like frustrating team in the NBA?
No.
In terms of when you look at what this team should have or could have been, and then it's like, what you guys do this year?
I felt like they could have been better, but I don't know if they are the most frustrating. But no, I don't.
The most frustrating is Memphis.
Yeah.
Well, that's different though.
That's
like,
injuries.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is
Injuries
not-
are frustrating.
Yeah, no, but like
Yeah, but Brooklyn didn't go through. I mean, I guess Ben Simmons. I guess you.
Ja Morant missed 25 games. He came back for 7 games or something, and then got a season-ending injury. Desmond
That's
Bane
more
went out. Marcus
devastating,
Smart
Morris.
went out. Like that's just frustrating. Like they
For
could have been a good team.
the record stacks, I hate you and all you Knicks fans. The craziest people in the world come from the Bronx and Florida, and I live in Florida. This dude is a Knicks fan. I hate Knicks fans like this. I can't stand you dudes. You make me sick to my stomach. I hate
Hey
you.
Stacks, I don't mind you, bro. That's cool.
I hate you dudes. I hate every last one of you dudes.
Yeah.
Every last one of y'all. In 2 years, you're gonna be screaming, get Jalen Brunson out of here. In 2 years, you're gonna be screaming. In a year, you're gonna be screaming, get Mitchell Robinson out of here. This is probably the best interior 5-man that you've had in a long time, and you're gonna be screaming, get him out of here because he's made of glass. You fickle Knicks fans, y'all dudes make me sick. I hate you dudes. I swear
Great
I do.
word. Great word.
I hate you dudes.
You Nick fix.
Yeah, I hate them dudes, man. I swear I hate them.
That sound like a slur. I don't care. That sounds
hate
like a
them
slur.
dudes.
We can't say that.
Damn, the Nick fix. All right, Ox, who you got?
I'm also confused about what's going on in Brooklyn too. I just don't like the way it looks over there. It looks terrible. They still got Ben Simmons on the roster.
Still owe him 2 more. I think 2 more years on it's 2 more years on his deal. Which I'm still having a difficult time with this, Ox, because what's the deal? Can we just cut him and he's now an injury casualty and we could get the insurance? Or can he play and he's not playing? Because if I'm under contract,
He just got surgery.
Yeah, I
Right.
wouldn't at this point. To me, like I said this before the season, he could just go.
You have to
I don't
worry
care.
about it.
I don't care, Mars. I don't care.
No, I'm
about
just saying. I
insurance.
think that's what you have to
Take
do.
the money. Take the money and get the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
Just go.
Get the hell out.
Go.
Just go. Get away.
go.
Just get away from my facilities. Don't
Just
come
go.
around here. Don't tag us in no Instagram posts.
Like
Don't
an
shout us.
ex-wife.
Don't shout us out in interviews. You know what I'm saying? Just bounce.
Like an ex-wife. Just take you
Yeah,
can take
you
you
know
can
what
have
I'm
all of it. Just
You
go.
can have the dogs. You can have just go.
Just go.
I don't need that energy around. I don't need that around here. Just get up out of here. We're gonna be all right. All right.
Hey Ron, my pick's Brooklyn too. I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right, Mars.
I guess I'll pick Brooklyn too, and I'll never forgive the fake rumors about us trading Jalen Green for Mikal Bridges.
You bought into that too, Mars.
Nah, I'll never forgive them, man. After watching what Mikal Bridges has looked like since the All-Star break, they tried to tell me Mikal was the answer. Man, shooting 38% from the field after the All-Star break. Meanwhile, Jalen Green winning player of the week, which is more important than the MVP.
Uh-oh. Get Jalen Green in the MVP conversations.
Hey, watch us make the play-in, man. When we make the play-in, I'm pushing Jalen Green MVP.
Hey, that would be crazy if y'all made the play-in.
Hey, you seen the Warriors lose last night? We on our way.
See what I'm saying, Ox?
No,
We on our
I'm
way.
saying-
We
I'm saying no.
3
Just
games back.
what I'm saying is we can't beat the Rockets.
I said that. See, I said that yesterday. I said if we see the Kings, I think we can beat them. I said that. I said that.
I hate losing to those bums. We can't beat the Rockets. Yo,
Bums, calm down.
yo,
man.
yo,
I said that.
hey, no, they literally kick our ass every time. I'm tired of playing the Rockets.
Exactly.
don't wanna
I
play
said
them.
if we get the 10 seed and the Kings are in the play-in and we play each other in the second playing game, I think we make the playoffs. I think we make it.
So this is so
that's
so,
that's
so, Ox,
another
is this
game
the-
I'm not watching, chill.
Is this the Joel Embiid Philly Boston situation? Like this is not a rivalry. They kick our ass every time we
It's
play.
not,
them. Is
it's
that what
not
this is?
this year. This year, no, it's not a rivalry. They're better. They're that team. That I don't even want to say that, but we can't beat them. All right,
We catching up to the Warriors, man. We 3 games behind them. We need them to lose a
Warriors
couple
are
games.
garbage.
Then we play the Warriors April 4th. We gonna win that game, and we gonna make it ahead of them. I
What
believe
is-
in us. We gonna make it.
I
ahead of
don't know what our problem is in that part of the country. When we get over there in that Houston, New Orleans area, it might just be the
Humidity.
gumbo and
I was about to say it's the
it's-
food, big Ox. It's definitely the
I know,
food.
I know what it is. It's the food that's been putting them to sleep. They put
We saw what
we
it did
touch
to
that,
Zion,
they
bro.
put that voodoo on us. They put that voodoo on us. as soon as we-
Gumbo
you
Z.
know, they put the roots on us.
All right, so I got a super chat from Heem. Heem said, "Did y'all see the Bron and JJ podcast? Loved the first episode."
Oh, I didn't.
It's come out already.
No, did
Did
not
it
see
come out
it.
this morning?
Nah,
I'm
bro. I
assuming
don't,
because he
watch,
said he
I,
loved the
don't,
first episode. I'm assuming it's already come out.
I don't watch other people's podcasts, but I only watch the
Think
panel.
I was just about to say, like, I saw the panel yesterday. I saw that. That's like coming into somebody's show and going, "Yo, the show next door is dope. You should see it."
I mean,
There's enough to go- there's enough to go around.
It is LeBron James doing a podcast. I'm sure at some point,
Which is dope. Him and JJ Redick have some good stuff, but we kind of doing our own thing over here. So
I wouldn't be surprised at some point we're gonna be asked to talk about something they said. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's definitely gonna be a clip. That's different though. A clip as opposed to us just watching the whole thing. Like, but
Yeah, I mean, I think
We'll
it's important
definitely
to get a lot of perspectives, but also you want to get a lot of perspectives. Come to a podcast where they got 5 different people from 5 different walks of life talking about basketball.
Facts. All right, we on to the next. Who else? Who we got? At 23. Where we going, fellas?
I think that should
Toronto.
be unanimous too. Yeah.
Toronto. Mhm.
I got Toronto as well.
Yep,
Yeah,
take
same.
Toronto. Mhm.
Mars?
Toronto.
Raptors, it is.
Mhm.
Kelly
All
and
right,
company.
22.
Utah. Mhm. Watching
Got it.
Utah yesterday. I mean, Colin Sexton has been a bright spot for them all season. I don't really know what to do with Dunn because 1 minute Dunn looked like a starting league guard in the game, and the next minute he looked like he shouldn't be in the league. I think Atlanta really screwed up John Collins. I do. Because
Yo,
1
we've
minute,
talked about this game multiple times, and well, Chill, you were about to allude to it. You were probably about to talk more about his game. I'm about to talk more about how he was publicly humiliated by Anthony Edwards
It was an
Twice
offensive
yesterday.
foul. It was an offensive foul.
twice. Well, I'm not just talking about the dunk.
The
See
after
how
the
Anthony
game.
Edwards had that boy was shifting that boy back and forth.
Life is life, man. Life is life.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
call
like-
it public
like this
humiliation. Like it's
Aw.
basketball.
The dunk
Hey,
was
no.
crazy.
He,
The dunk
The
dunk
is
The dunk
big
was
on
crazy.
him.
The dunk was crazy,
No,
but
it-
you can't do nothing about that. Like
the
you know,
dunk.
we getting back in transition. I'm getting back. All of a sudden, Anthony Edwards got the ball. He in the air. I'm dunked on. That's not embarrassing.
Man,
that was crazy though.
it is crazy.
It was nice. It was dope from Anthony Edwards, but it's not to me. It's not a mark on John Collins. Like it's
Is
it's
it the
not a
dunk?
strike
Is
on
that
his
the dunk of the
resume.
season?
I
Is
always
that-
respect guys that'll actually jump with somebody. I mean,
He didn't even get a chance to dunk, Slim.
or to
He
jump.
tried-
He
jump.
he turned, and then next thing you know,
He
I was
didn't
saying-
even get a chance to
I was
jump.
playing
But
pickup
what
the other day. Someone threw a lob, and like when I looked up, I was just standing under the rim. I had time to get out of the way, but it's because I
Sometimes
know
that's all
I
you can
can't.
do.
I'm not getting up there with somebody to
See
contest
me,
that.
see me.
Thing about that though,
contest
Slim.
that,
Thing about that, Slim, is I believe John Collins would jump on Anthony Edwards if he
Oh,
had the
100%.
chance. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
With all respect, but I don't. He didn't even
Gotta
have
be
a chance.
fearless.
That's what I'm saying. To me, that's not even ain't nothing humiliating nor
That
embarrassing.
boy
about
was
that.
publicly embarrassed. Hey, but also, Ox, it ain't nothing wrong with being publicly embarrassed.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but I just, I just
what's
don't feel
9
like
times
it's
out of
good.
10, you're gonna like you might get dunked on, but 9 times out of 10, you probably foul him. He misses, or maybe you block him, and then he goes to the line, misses a free throw. You just save your team points. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say he was embarrassed, because embarrassment is a feeling. If John Collins doesn't feel embarrassed, he's not embarrassed. Like
He
Like
feels
that.
embarrassed.
okay, and if he does feel embarrassed, then he was embarrassed. But I personally don't think John Collins is the type to be embarrassed that he got dunked. He's dunked on his fair share of people.
Yeah. Also, it's Anthony Edwards. It's
So like,
maybe
I
the
don't
best
think he's
pound for
embarrassed,
pound
but I
athlete in the
will
league.
say the dunk was insane. And John
Insane.
Collins now knows on Anthony Edwards' career highlight tape, he will forever be on there.
Ever.
Like there's not going to be an Anthony Edwards highlight tape that isn't going to have John Collins in it, and Yuta Watanabe too. Both of them live forever on Anthony Edwards highlight.
Shout out Utah.
Did y'all see the array of crossovers he put on him though? I'm not even talking about the dunks.
You've seen a shot creator get in his bag.
That was crazy. He hit that boy with about 7 different crossovers.
When Ant has his mid-range jumper going,
He's impossible.
that's when it's like, yeah.
He's
I
impossible.
love seeing him bank in like a super wide angle deep two. It's just I
He's
don't
been
know
going to
something
that
about it.
bank shot a lot. He's been banking in threes. Like you can see he works on bank shots, and I think it's nice.
Yeah,
Like I
Gotta
think
get
I
to
think
the
that's nice that he's doing that. Like, but you can see that, like there's a world in which Anthony Edwards is one of the 5 best players in the world.
I think he's the league
You not
MVP
feeling
at some
Dr.
point.
Strange
Miles.
right now?
I wouldn't be surprised if you want to.
I do feel like that.
Would you
I
say
think
okay?
I think in 2 years tops, he's the best 2 guard in the game, and I think that he's going to be the league MVP at some
I
point.
can see it. I could
I
definitely.
thought
see
you
it.
were Mars. I thought you were saying like in like right now in some alternate universe, like how you did the Dr.
Oh. Yeah,
You saying like sometime in the future?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
I can see
future,
that
I
too.
think for sure he could probably be he can be a top 5 player. Now, top
Not yet.
15,
He ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. No,
I
he's
love-
there.
I
He's
love
getting,
that.
he's getting better every year. Like he's still getting better every year.
I love
Yo,
that bank
Damo,
shot
what's-
too, though, when y'all pointed that out. I had a coach one time said that if you can't make a bank shot, you're a failure. So
Yo,
I believe it. I'm on board. Screw it. I'm on board. You can't
Hey,
make a
Damo,
bank shot.
you can't use the glass. Get off the floor, Damo.
You
Can't
can't,
use
you
the
can't make a
glass.
bounce pass.
Get off the floor, Damo.
damn,
You
should
make
not
a
be able
bounce
to do that.
pass. You're not that good of a player.
man, he'll have us coming down transition, pull up for the bank shot. Like if you can't make the bank shot, you're a failure. He was tripping. Man.
that's crazy.
Coaches say some crazy
Get-
things.
can you make a bank shot?
Oh, my bank shot is cold.
See, motivation. What?
That's,
Think about it.
Derek-
It's just
Derek
certain things you don't
Swamper,
say
I love
to
the
kids.
glass.
Yo.
It's really
Yo,
not.
Damo,
Ron.
what's
There's
good
certain
with
things
you, though,
just
Damo?
can't do it, yo.
Man, I'm good, Ron. How you doing, man?
Pass that,
Cool,
Damo.
cool.
Pass that.
You know I will, chill.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Damo, this is the list so far.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about it?
In terms of power ranking the teams, who am I mad at? I would put the Blazers below the Hornets, but that's just bias. The Grizzlies should be the bottom of the league. That's just bias.
What are they doing? What are they doing, Damo? What's happening right
Horrible.
now in Memphis?
Horribly ran franchise.
What are y'all doing?
Doing everything wrong.
Why are
The
y'all trying to win
Raptors-
games? What's happening?
Raptors 23. Maybe I'm just not. Raptors above the Nets, of course. Is there anybody else that should be above? That's probably right for them.
we're
I'm
gonna-
not mad at the list. I'm not mad at the list for real.
Thank you. We're working hard, man. We're
And
doing a good
chill. Who'd
job
you
with
just pick? Chill.
Utah.
Utah.
All right.
I got the memo not to troll either, so I'm dead serious.
All right.
We've
Damo,
been
you
very
came in
serious.
last, so you going to be last.
Okay.
It's on me still.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't got Utah. I actually have Atlanta.
That's where
We're
I'm.
on the same-
I'm between.
We're on the same page.
Toss-up
We're on the
for
same
me.
page. I have the Hawks.
All right.
Shout out to
Slim.
Jalen Johnson for what he did to Austin Reeves.
Oh, man.
Man.
You want
And
to
by
talk
the way,
about somebody that
Mars,
was
you ain't-
embarrassed? That boy
you
was
ain't even-
embarrassed.
You ain't even see it, Mars. You at the popcorn stand. You just got to the game, and that's how the game started.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh,
That's why I'll say if that was the 80s, I think there's a fight. Personally,
I really do think it's a toss up, but I'll put Utah there. I'll put Utah in the lower spot.
All right.
Slim is just
Damo.
not getting involved with you, Mars. He's not. He understands the logic.
I'm
He
not even pushing an
understands the-
agenda on this one. I just genuinely think the Hawks are worse, but I'm not pushing an agenda.
Especially with no.
I would
Trey.
say Utah. I would say Utah below Atlanta, in my opinion.
Is that because you're picking them with Trey, even though Trey's not playing? Like,
Trey's not on the team.
is the
anymore.
thought process that
Is he
they
done?
have
Is
Trey?
he done for the season? Is Trey done for the season? Or
He's
gonna come
done
back?
till further notice. I know that.
He'll be playing again this year.
I'm about to
They're
say,
going to be in the play-in. So he'll play in the
they're
play.
playing team. He'll
He'll
play.
play.
I'm about to say, I'm
but-
having a frame of mind that Trae Young season isn't done. So if that's the case, if Trae Young is still playing this year, then I have Atlanta above him. But if Trae Young was done this year, then
Yeah,
I
but
would
he's
think so.
but
I got
when,
you.
you know, but when you do the power rankings, we're talking about today, though. You know what I'm saying Trae Young's not there today. He hasn't been there for a couple weeks. When we do the end of the season power rankings and he's back on the roster, and he's on the roster but back in rotation, then I could see that.
You know what?
I made the decision based off the same thing. So if that's the case, because I'm assuming like we're thinking, okay, going into the end of the season, who do we like? But I mean, if we're like, oh, no Trey on the team, then yeah, I got Utah, or I got them worse than Utah.
I'm not gonna lie, Alex, you make perfect sense. Y'all speaking the truth. I still got Utah.
All right, on to the next. Utah is now 22. Who's 21?
Who is 21? I have Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Go Hawks.
Me the A.
All right, Atlanta with the clean sweep at 21. This is what we're looking at right now. This is the bottom third of the league. We got the Hawks at 21, Jazz at 22, Raptors at 23, Nets at 24, Grizzlies at 25, Spurs at 26, Pistons at 27, Blazers at 28, Hornets at 29, and the Wizards at 30. Chat, let us know how we did with the bottom third of the league and if we got this right. While we here, let me go ahead and read a couple super chats from some of the good fellas. Also, y'all go ahead and slap that like button while we here. Shout out all of our new members and our subscribers. It actually is a couple new members. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a new member today. So shout out Almighty Lamborghini. Dorian Clayton, another familiar face. Shout out Dorian Clayton. Stacks Different Timing, or Stacks Diff Timing.
Your boy, chill.
And Julius Charles all became members today. Shout out to them. Liam McLean said, Grizzlies looking like the 90s Grizzlies from my city, LOL.
Vancouver guy?
He from Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Vancouver. Shout out the Canucks.
No.
Vancouver is on the bucket list too, by the way. Before they put me in a box, Vancouver is on the bucket list.
Hey, Vancouver, I heard Vancouver chill is.
I heard it's dope, yo. I heard it's dope.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard, yeah.
I never heard anybody say, man, one day before I go, I'm trying to get to Vancouver.
Well, Slim, you know, I'm from Seattle. So, you know, Seattle's 2 hours away from Vancouver.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, if you ever want to go to Canada, a lot of people would just make a weekend trip or a night trip
That's
up
fair.
to Vancouver.
Hey,
it looks like a beautiful city and like a lot of culture going on there. I just want to see what's
fact,
going on up in Vancouver.
Slim
Couldn't
Dookie
keep
lore.
an NBA team.
I grew up playing hockey in Texas, like my whole life. Like, always played hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey in Texas.
Yeah, I actually
hockey in Texas is crazy.
in Dallas. There's a lot of hockey in Dallas. There's a pro team in Dallas. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I tried out for my high school basketball team, got cut, kept playing hockey, and then walked on to a college basketball team. Fun fact.
Nice.
W fact.
Yeah.
Nice.
W.
All right, y'all. Who's coming in at 20? Chill, it's on you.
What did I say? Chicago.
Nice.
All right, we got one for the Bulls. Ox.
I'm also going with Chicago.
Me too.
I'm going Houston.
I knew that was going to be one.
No
I knew that was
Sengun.
going to be one.
No
I knew that
Shangoon.
was You didn't factor that in for the whole.
Oh.
Well, I changed my vote. I changed my
that's a
vote.
fact.
but-
That's a fact.
So, okay,
That's a
wait.
fact.
Okay.
Ron, I got to
5 minutes ago, would you have
Does
picked
anybody want to go back?
No, we're not
I'm
doing
going-
this.
I'm
Mars.
going-
I'm
I'm
not
going
playing
with- I'm
into
going
your
with
evil
Houston, bro.
agenda,
I'm
bro.
just asking.
5 minutes before I had new
Yeah,
information
before you
about how we were
before
doing
you
this
did the
ranking.
players missing thing, would you have picked the Bulls?
No, before we decided that it was they were doing it based off today.
Yeah, before that was decided.
No, I wouldn't have. But now that I have new
that's all I need.
information,
That's all I need. That's
I'm
all I
making
need.
an informed decision.
And I have no problem with that.
Okay, cool. No, I feel like I don't know if you remember. I think Houston's really good with Shangoon. Like I hold them in high esteem. But
We've been really good without Sengun too.
yeah, because you got guys stepping up, but it doesn't mean you're better than honestly a pretty hot Chicago team. I mean,
We're 7-1 in our last 8 games.
I don't care. I got Chicago looking better than them.
Okay. Well,
Damo, who you got? You muted.
Can't hear you, Damo. Can't hear you, Damo.
Yeah, so respect Houston. I'm gonna go with Chicago.
Yeah, let's
nice.
pack them Bulls up. All right,
We
Bulls
play
at 20.
Chicago on Thursday, so we're gonna see.
On playback? If so, we need to make some agendas. We need to push some things.
Claire doesn't allow me on playback during the week. Oh, Claire.
Nah, Thursday's gonna be J-Rob, Gifted, and Dub watching the Knicks and the
See?
Nuggets. If you haven't joined our room on playback yet, go to playback.tv, join the Players Choice Room, and check out some of our fire streams. We got
Watch
good
it
streams
film.
here. We got good streams on Chill with Chill. We got okay
We do.
streams on Open Gym, but we got great playbacks. On to the next team at 19. Chill. Who you rocking with?
Houston.
Uh-oh. Might get scary, y'all.
Let's see what I can do.
So devious,
look,
bro.
look, see him, man? Look at the
So
evil
evil.
genius, right? The evil genius.
Bro, he even sits in. I bet he's got a cat in his lap that he's just like stroking like this while he's making decisions.
For real.
If Sengun was healthy, I would pick the Warriors over the Rockets.
Ooh. You'd have the Warriors lower.
Oh, but because we don't have Sengun, you're gonna pick.
Yeah,
the,
But since Sengun is not healthy right now, I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
Okay. Mars, who is actually the 19th team?
We're gonna catch Golden State in the standings. We're 3 games back. We're gonna catch them.
They
Three
catching
games
them,
back is
Damo.
bigger than you
They
think.
catching them.
We are catching. Have you seen our schedule? We're gonna catch them. Steph's already going through it right now. He's talking about the team isn't playing like they want to compete. This is they're doing bad things. Houston, we got good vibes going on. We're gonna catch them. So I'm picking the Warriors. I know I'm gonna be by myself. I know it's Houston, so I'm not gonna pick against the team. I know everyone else already picked Golden State.
I'm
so
good for you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I mean,
No agenda, just personal opinion.
yeah.
I got Houston in that spot.
We're in the top 20. We'll take it.
Damo?
Yeah, I got Golden State.
Let's go. It was 3-2. That means it was close.
All right. Rockets are 19th. Chill. 18. Who are you thinking?
Warriors.
Golden State. Ox.
Warriors.
Mars.
Philly.
Excuse me.
That was next for me. I
They stink. I'm sorry.
Garbage.
You look bad.
terrible.
Slim.
I'll probably go Warriors too. That feels
I'm
right.
out.
Give me Golden State.
Kuminga can't play defense. Just
I thought people been knew that. I thought that was
No,
something
it's not that he
people
can't
been saying.
play. It's not that he can't play, and then it
Not
starts to make
discipline.
sense when I watch him, and I understand Steve Kerr's reluctance to keep him out of the lineup. I don't think he gets it. There's a part of me that watches Kuminga, and as much as I want, because there's players who you can just turn them loose, and in the process of turning them loose, there's not much thinking that goes on with turning them loose. But then there's times when they do have to think the game, and that's where it becomes detrimental to him. And I think Kuminga is one of those dudes where I think there's some things he just doesn't understand. I know he's a kid too. Was he 21, something like that? But he's been
I
in
think
the
he's older
league.
than 21.
Is he 21?
I think he's one of those.
He's
dudes
either
that's actually,
21.
like,
He's either just turned 22 or he's still 21.
he's
Right.
either 21 or he's 27, and there's no in between.
Oh,
I think he's one of those guys.
God, be racist.
He's Thon.
He's 21. He's 21.
Yeah. And I feel like there's simple stuff that he doesn't get, right? Where Steve Kerr will tell him that switch on a certain assignment, and he just won't do it. And then he'll be looking around like, and I'm thinking to myself, do you not listen, or are you just not getting this? Which one is it?
You would think though that having Draymond like out there at the same time, he would be one of those guys that can like essentially hold your hand, because you like if you watch like those old Kobe details, I mean, you can hear him too. Draymond's always barking. He's calling out every single action. And like, he's the type of guy that if there is one guy that's not like mentally caught up to where everyone else is in terms of the speed of being able to make those quick decisions on like, this is what we do. Right. He's like, sees the action come. He's like, hey, switch that K, like before it even happens. So that's surprising to me. He might just be that like checked out, honestly.
I mean, it takes time to understand the game. And also he's also very just ill-disciplined, like on the ball in terms of jumping, fouling.
I don't know. He's been playing in that system for so long though. You know, like you would think that like it's been a few years.
It's his third season.
Yeah.
And it's the first time he's really getting consistent minutes.
Of high-level basketball, though, Mars. It's not like he's on Detroit, right? It's not like he's in.
Yeah, but high-level basketball is harder to understand than low-level basketball.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the NBA. They're like, it's at the end of the day, it's the NBA. Like, it's going to be high-level basketball everywhere.
Golden State, like I've always said, if there's teams that like would take like the most IQ to play for, Golden State is up there. Golden State, Denver, Miami, like those type of teams, like you're gonna have to be smarter to play for those teams than you would for other teams. And I don't think Jonathan Kuminga was.
They're not doing anything crazy on defense, though. They're not doing anything crazy. Like,
but if you look at because I watched like the G League Ignite year where Jonathan Kuminga was there because Jalen Green was on the team. There was nothing. Like, there's not development. He missed out on a year of like college development would have helped him understand the game.
Yeah,
what they were doing
college,
in the G League defensively was cooked.
You have to scheme more in college defensively. Like, it's more complex schemes in college than it is in the NBA.
Why you don't like
the offenses aren't very advanced. So like,
well, it's not even about it. I mean, from an X's and O's standpoint, offense in college is more like complex than offense in the NBA in terms of you have to remember more. You have to because there's less space, so you just have to do more actions to get good looks. But that even means defensively, like the scrambles are more feasible, I guess, because the 3-point line is closer and guys just aren't that consistent of shooters. But when the 3-point line is closer, you have to close out to less space. And this is a big difference with the EuroLeague too. But when that's the case, scrambles are more effective. Like a double team on a big man, that's a great isolation big man. You got a 3-man zone on the backside. Like, you got to be able to do that at a very high level to compete in college. But in the NBA, it's like you can do it perfectly, and it's probably still going to lead to a really good look from three. But you're right. I think he did miss out on a little bit of that because the G League is the same, spacing and rules as the NBA. And he may have missed out on some like really, really good development. That's a good. I'm siding with Mars. Big steps for me.
I'm anti G League Ignite so far.
Evil, you're falling victim to the pawn.
I'm anti G League.
Hey, I'm a champion of truth. All right.
This is how it starts, Slim. This is how it starts with the
It's a gateway drug. That's just agreeing with Mars on the G League is a gateway to the heavy stuff.
Anti-G League Ignite is crazy.
I said the first year of the G League Ignite. I was anti.
Oh, the first year. Okay.
The first year, I think the first year of anything, there's going to be some things that just
inject G League Ignite, Jared Jack highlights right into my veins. Goodness gracious.
That's crazy.
Those are
Jack throwing lobs to Jalen Green. I was here for
clinic.
Shout out to Jared Jack. Hey, chill. I was actually thinking about Jared Jack yesterday when we was talking about you putting the legend on the team right now.
What team?
You gonna put him on the Warriors?
Jared Jack.
Yeah, what team you put Jared Jack?
I was thinking. I couldn't figure out which team to make it work, so I kind of left it alone. And plus, Chill had already pressed me about my Wilson Chandler take, so I was like, I'll just leave this one alone.
Y'all, CKF sent through a super chat from Mike Brown himself. He said, we blitzed the guy just as much as Steph Curry, and he still dropped 42. Randle helps, but Brunson is our needle mover.
But that goes to show, it's like the question I asked Chill earlier, is Brunson good enough to be the guy where it's like, okay, he's going to get his, and we need to worry about guys around him. So that kind of like, obviously, Brunson is your best player, but in terms of the most important guy that moves the barometer of how well your team can be, it falls on those second and third options when that's the case. So you're kind of both.
Yeah, but that's only under the assumption that Jalen Brunson does what he does.
Well, but that's the point of the Mike Brown quote, saying like, we blitzed him, we did everything, and he still got his. At a certain point,
Slim, did you watch that game, Slim?
No, I did. Wait, was it You're talking
Well,
about the
lied.
Nuggets.
He lied.
Knicks?
Mike Brown
Knicks.
lied. We was not blitzing him like we blitzed Steph Curry. He lied.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Mhm.
saying Nuggets. It was the Kings. I did watch
Yeah,
that
it was the
Kings
Kings.
Knicks game actually.
Yeah, but did you see that? Like we blitzed them a couple times, but nothing
Yeah,
like
it
we do
wasn't-
with
it
Steph
wasn't
Curry.
like it
nothing
was like-
close to that.
I mean,
And a lot-
over
a lot of
exaggeration.
times,
Over
it
exaggeration
was-
after someone cooks you. I
That
mean,
was
The-
extreme exaggeration. though.
blitzing
It's
someone
like
as
a lot
much
of
as you
time-
can blitz them is like the Hawks blitzing Luka when he had 73 and it just didn't matter.
Right. You can tell there like Mike Brown was comfortable letting Keon Ellis guard. I'm trying to tell y'all, Keon be playing fake defense. I don't understand why we got Keon Ellis out here playing defense and we got Davion Mitchell sitting on the bench. I'm tired. Free Davion. This is terrible.
How tall is
Davis.
Ellis?
This is terrible.
Keon Ellis like 6.
He's like 6'5".
He's like 6'4", probably like 6.
Yeah,
He's like
6'3",
around like 6'4", 6'3". He's pretty tall. Pretty tall. He's
Give me the
lanky.
scrappy
But-
small defender over the
Yo,
long
bro,
average guy.
I'm saying get Keon out of Davion's way. We've seen this story too many times. Speaking of Game 7 with Steph Curry, we got Davion Mitchell sitting on the bench. I'm not saying Steph Curry's not going to kill Davion, but he probably would have had like 43 instead of 50. So which is
At
a big
least
difference.
Davion's going to force turnovers.
Davion,
You know,
Keon is
gonna
sending
blow up
him
off
middle.
ball action.
He's sending him middle, and then like fake recovering, like just come right inside. Oh, what are you doing? You got to beat him to the spot, make him turn. Davion's gonna make you work. Yo, did y'all see he hit Keon with the hey, what's that over there? And went that way.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Called the fake screen.
Literally hit him
not
with,
hit him with
hey,
that.
what's that?
Nothing over there.
He dead ass called a fake screen. He called for a fake screen and then got him because he was worried about looking. I guess that's an issue with people not communicating. Like what?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just.
So he's
that's
just
the-
looking.
that's
Like,
the-
where's the
that's
screen?
the-
Where's the screen? So he's like, all right, bet. Hey, yo, set it right there.
But
Hey,
Damo,
Keon
his
shooting
head
40 from three.
his head wasn't on the swivel. He just looked.
No. It was like 5 seconds, like a couple seconds before he actually did it. His head was on a swivel a couple times. It was
Right.
super quick. His head was on a swivel. Then he was like looking at him. He was like, "Oh, bet you're worried about it."
Yeah.
Hey, left, and then he looked left slightly.
Yeah.
Yep.
He really hit him.
All right,
He
y'all,
hit him with the
We got to
lip.
get
Mama
back to this
calling you.
list, y'all.
He said it. No, Ron, you can read his lips. He said, "Look, your mama calling you." Bah.
Yo, I need y'all to lock in with me. All right. I need y'all to focus. We got to get through this list. All right. We on 17 right now. We
Free
got a
Davion.
ways to go. Where we at, Chill?
Philly.
Definitely Philly.
All right, we
I
got two for
wouldn't
Philly.
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Philly didn't make the playoffs this year. That would.
But
not
they just beat
surprise me.
Miami, so
Yeah, they did. But I would not be surprised if they didn't make the playoffs this year.
I go Philly.
Yeah, I'll go Philly too.
Damo?
I mean, I was gonna say Miami. I don't want to hate Philly. Okay, cool.
Miami.
Don't be
right.
pressured. Be yourself, Damo.
You matter of
Be
fact,
you
Slim,
the
you
fuck.
right. You right. Miami.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Stay true. Stay true.
All right, at 16, the Sixers are off the board at 17. Who do we got at 16?
The Lakers.
Uh-oh. Here we
We
go.
better than the Sixers. I don't. Well,
Oh,
sorry.
man.
I got the Pacers.
Indy coming in hot. Mars?
Indiana.
Slim.
Miami.
Damo.
Miami.
Yeah.
All right, chat. This is our first tie today. We got the Pacers and we got the Heat. I'm gonna throw this up and I'm gonna give y'all about 90 seconds to decipher who we picking.
We're better.
What are we gonna do in the meantime, Ron?
Can we look at the
Read
board
some
real
Super
quick?
Chats.
Do you mind?
You think Houston is better than the Sixers?
The
Mars?
Sixers, as they are
No
now.
Embiid?
Yeah.
I mean, with no
Yeah.
Embiid.
No, I don't think they are.
I mean, now we are talking about a Houston team with no Sengun, so no Sengun versus
Right.
no Embiid. I still take.
But
Brown.
we're actually playing good.
yeah, I'm about to say, I
Jock
still take
Lawndale
Brown.
holding down the fort in Houston.
Well, it's actually Jabari Smith at the 5, but Jock Landale's getting his minutes.
Jabari Smith at the 5.
Jabari Smith.
We just
Gosh,
switch.
Talk
We
about
just
the
switching
most
everything.
untouchable guy in the league, Jabari Smith Jr. Like that, you couldn't pry him away from Houston. There's no package you could put together. I think that's a rarity. Like most rare guy, a 6'10" guy that guards like and shoots a 3-ball.
Jaden McDaniels.
He's not 6'10". Sorry, and
Is
and
he
also
not? Is Jalen Brown not 6'10"?
Also, Jabari Smith
that's
Jr.
6'9".
Jabari Smith
He might be
Jr. has
16, 6'9"
flashes
though.
of
Is he?
Jay McDaniels like 6'8", 6'9", but Jabari Smith Jr. has like true face-up game. Like
Oh,
he
that's true.
catches at 17 feet. Like
Yeah.
that's a really good possession for your team.
I like the Jabari Smith face-off game. I like it. We don't go to it enough.
I remember in summer league, I was like, golly, this dude, like, I mean, it's summer league, but I was like, he looks like 6'10" Melo. Like the way
That's what
he was
made me
playing the
apologize
shot-
to him. Summer League. That's what made me apologize.
Mars had to apologize. Mars had to go on national television and go, wait a minute. I did not know you were that good.
He still can't dribble or pass, but
He needs straight line drives, driving closeouts.
we'll
all he
take
needs to do.
we'll take what we can get. But I wouldn't call him. I don't even.
This
think
is a
Jabari-
crazy
I don't
super
think
chat.
Jabari's
This
the
is a
most unstoppable
crazy
player.
super chat.
This is
I got a
nuts, right?
super chat from RMT. He said, "Who's more fraudulent, the fake Hooper Sabonis or the Kings playing every team on the second night of their back-to-backs?" Question mark. NBA stay save and sack. Lakers clear.
9 straight? 10 straight though? 10 straight? Is that what we're doing? 10 straight. I can get with that logic if this is something that happened every once in a while, but 10 straight, and even if they
win some, you lose some.
right. But here's the thing, Miles. Even on back-to-backs, you've been in the league long enough that you know how to take care of your body. You know how to be prepared for back-to-backs. 10 straight? Nah. Absolutely not. They own them.
All right,
Yeah,
the
Damo, 10 straight.
The poll is over. The Pacers got packed up, and
That's
they
crazy.
are team 16. So
That's
at
crazy.
15, Chilltown, who are you rocking with?
The Lakers.
Lakers still on the docket. Ox.
Lakers.
It's going to be between the Lakers and Miami. So, Phoenix.
Suns got one.
Miami.
We already went
Still.
over this, Damo. We already went over this.
Then Doma's going to pick Miami, and then it goes to
Yes,
the chat.
I'm about to say I'm Miami, so chat has to pick again.
All right, chat. Let's do
Who
it.
you really got though, Morris?
I genuinely don't know who I picked between the Lakers and Miami, so I just went with Phoenix.
While the chat does that, can I ask, because I didn't talk about it yesterday and I really wanted to, is no one going to talk about the greatest jersey swap that happened over the weekend?
Oh my God! Hey,
Right, son.
Damo, come on, man. We can't do that.
Bro got fired, bro.
It's two rookies doing a jersey swap. What's the problem?
That is terrible, Mom.
They even
This
did it the wrong way, and then they switched to get it in the right
Oh,
way.
Yeah,
my God.
but didn't the old boy get fired? The photographer and the social media guy from Orlando
No
He
way.
got fired?
got
Did
You
fired.
can't fire him for that. That's crazy.
They fired him.
People what they want.
Well, wait.
They fired
He
him
got
for-
fired, but they
rookies
didn't get fined? I'm about to say they didn't get fined for that?
That's
Well,
crazy.
it's because
it was Orlando specifically that fired him.
It's not the NBA. Who
Yeah,
fired
so
him.
the league would have to fine him.
Apparently.
The NBA didn't fire him. Orlando fired him.
I don't even
So
know.
why
I
didn't
saw-
Orlando fine Anthony Black?
Because he just
I
took a
don't
picture.
know.
They orchestrated it. You can see the clip of them orchestrating.
Yeah,
the
they're
jersey
two
swap
rookies. They have to
beforehand.
orchestrate taking a picture together. That's it. There was no.
He
there
said-
was no-
they
there was no
said-
other intent.
Maybe he posted it. Maybe it was because he posted it or something.
No,
I saw.
That's just two rookies being happy that they made it to the league.
I saw a meme.
Do y'all
and it
still,
was
hold on,
the,
put that back up, chill. Do you
Y'all gotta
guys
get
see the
demonetized.
amusement on Grady's face?
Grady knew he was.
He's
They're
just
saying-
happy-
put the
he's
phone
just
down
there,
happy
saying-
to be
They're
there.
saying
down
in
a little
the chat. They're saying in the chat that he really didn't get fired. So maybe that
Okay.
was a fake report.
Hey,
There's
I
no
saw
one
I saw a
really got
meme.
fired.
I saw a meme, and it was the Isaiah Thomas clip of him being like, "I met the criteria, but I didn't get selected." It was Jalen Suggs in the locker room.
Yeah,
He
see,
could've
they
done
need. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They needed Jalen. They needed to be a 3-person photo. They needed Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, and Grady. They needed all of that.
That's terrible.
That's
Oh my
crazy. All right, y'all. Right now, y'all go ahead and get to the poll right now. It is 54-46. It looks like the Lakers are the worst team. But we'll see. As of right now, Mavs Luka Kyrie said, did y'all see Draymond say that Kyrie is the scorer that everyone thinks KD is? The player hater ball MVP. Gotta love it.
Why has Draymond been going at KD recently?
Why
Is it
wouldn't
because
he?
of what Isaiah Thomas said about him saving his legacy?
No, but he been saying
That
like
was true,
he been saying things about KD for a minute now. And I don't.
He's been saying stuff at least this whole season, but did it not like escalate after the Nurkic incident? And didn't KD have a comment on that? And Draymond did not like it.
Yeah, that's
and ever
right.
since then, Draymond been teeing up.
They
Like,
are looking on rival
It's
teams.
crazy that KD can help you get 2 rings, and you talking like KD just nothing.
Ungrateful.
And you know what's
It's
crazy?
ungrateful.
And I don't think it's ungrateful. Draymond was talking like that when he was there winning the rings actively.
Yeah,
So
well,
this
and
isn't
let's-
new behavior. It's one thing if Draymond was buddy with him, then he leaves, and now it's no, we don't need you. We don't need. He told him that to his face mid-season. Hey, buddy,
Yeah,
we don't need you. So
That's
this
still
is-
ungrateful.
But why? But then
That's
we've
ungrateful.
also
That's
heard the thing Draymond said at the time. Oh, we don't win without KD.
Right.
Steph couldn't do this at this time.
Right.
KD was
It's confusing.
so you can't go from saying that to then say, "Oh, Kyrie's early to score
No,
KD."
that was-
like,
No,
like you-
that
like you
was
just-
him. That was him lying and saving face doing the NBA brotherhood thing. That was the lie. That the whole we couldn't.
So
have
this
won
is how
without
Draymond
KD.
really feels.
This is how you really. I wholeheartedly feel the truth comes out when you are heated, when you are upset, when you drunk, when you just have no filter. That's how you really feel. When Kevin Durant told him, "Yo, pass me a damn ball, I'm open," and Draymond broke on that bench and told him to his face mid-game, "Bleep, we don't effing need you. We can still win." That's how Draymond really felt at that time. He really feels like,
sometimes just the hater inside of you, the devil inside of you comes out when you're mad. He know that's not true. I don't think he really believes. I think he just hated him. I think he just hates KD, and it comes out every time he gets mad. You know what I'm saying? He's ashamed. I think he's ashamed to know that his three were not gonna beat Bron without KD.
And on top of that, is it fair to say, Damo? Is it fair to say, Damo, that not only did he say that, but he hates the fact that he did need him, so he hates him more.
I could see that,
It's just
but
the way he's talking about him like KD's not good.
Right.
He's just talking about him as a scorer too, which to me is weird because, like, I mean, they're both great scorers, but I mean, I think there's a lot of people that will say, like, who's the best scorer, just pure scorer of all time? I think the answer is KD. Like, I
heard Draymond say Melo was a better scorer, but like,
I'm not mad at that.
If Draymond doesn't feel like they need a KD, and his true feelings were what he said on the bench that time, and everything he said post that fact is kind of reinforcing that, sure. But when you were the main one recruiting him, which is objective fact, he said it, KD said it, everyone knows. Draymond was the main one pushing for the Warriors to get KD. The switch up is insane. Like, that's all I'm like. Sure, you don't like what KD said that you need help.
Also, did he say it on his pod?
Did he say
was
what
it
on his pod?
what was that? Did he say that thing on his pod when he's talking
I'm
about KD?
pretty
and
sure it
Kyrie?
was.
Yeah, so
I'm assuming.
let's.
So,
when NBA players have a podcast and they say something on their podcast, I take it with a grain of salt because we know who Draymond is. Like, he's a master of marketing himself in terms of not always good attention, but attention is attention. And maybe the numbers were down. Maybe they're like, "Hey, Dre, numbers been down. We need a viral clip." And so I mean, I don't know if the conversation went like that, but it's a game. It's a media game, I think. I don't know if he really feels like that. I'm kind of with Ox.
We got to get back to the list.
Yes.
At 14, Chill, who do you got?
Miami.
Ox.
Really loving what I'm seeing from Bam Bam, though.
he's making threes.
Really loving what I'm seeing from Bam Bam. Yes, sir.
Big Ox, who you got?
You trying to think who he can put Miami above?
I got Miami. I'm not thinking who would put Miami above. I'm thinking who's the next best team because Miami's not even on my radar right now.
Miami, Indy.
I'm thinking Orlando.
Orlando, yeah.
Wait, Indy already on the list, right?
Yeah, Indy's on the list already.
Indy's on the
So
list.
Indy's out. Okay, so Indy's out. So Miami,
Phoenix,
Dallas,
Sacramento.
Ooh.
I think New Orleans just above that group.
And you out on Sacramento already, Big Ox. You already out on your boys.
Who?
You.
Since when?
100% heard
You said it earlier this show.
Oh yeah, I was joking. I thought y'all.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Unless you have to see us, then you out on the Kings.
Yo, Ox, who
Yeah,
you got?
that was against Houston. Shit, I'm out against Houston.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah. No, I already said. I said Orlando.
You got the Magic? All right. Mars.
Shit, I like Orlando, dude. I like.
Just so we clear, Big Ox, they've been
Kings.
rolling lately. Orlando has. They've been rolling.
All contingent on how well they shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Who'd you say,
Everything
Mars?
else is figured out.
Kings.
I still got Miami.
Yeah, me, Damo.
The Kings.
All right, we got another tie. We got the Magic and the Kings, chat.
Who else said
Magic
who
and the
else said
Kings?
Magic? Nobody else.
Is it
Only
not the
said
Heat and the
I
Kings?
mean, the Kings.
Yeah, I think it's
Miami.
Who else said,
Don't
someone else said
play with
Miami.
that, I mean.
Yeah.
First of all, we're better than the Suns. We're better than the Mavericks.
Are
I
y'all?
don't even think.
Right. One more time, Damo. They ain't hear you in the back.
Are y'all better than them though? I
Yeah,
think they're
for
on the
sure.
same level. I
sure,
do
yeah,
think they're
we're
better.
better.
I'd listen to the Kings over the Suns. I don't think you're better than the Magic. Not the Magic, the Mavericks.
I don't think they're better than the. No, you never mind. Me, I say that.
All right, y'all. It's a poll. Y'all go ahead and choose which team do you think is worse between the Heat and the Kings. In the meantime, hit that like button while you're doing that. And I'm going to shout out some new members. DSG Piccolo, another familiar face, but he's a new member today. And Rob as well became new member. Shout out to all the new members. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. Like the video while you at it. Once again, SMNRNDM said, Mars said it. It's someone random. It was fun seeing you struggle spelling letter by letter. I'm still going SMNRNDM. That name has
So
been solidified.
disrespectful, man. So disrespectful. Respect my UK brothers, man. He sent pounds, bro.
Every time Mars see that pound symbol, his eyes light up.
Ron, you really don't like be paying attention to stuff. Like your attention to
Seriously.
detail.
Mars,
Crazy.
I'm telling you, and Ox, this is your man. We running extra suicides in practice because of this dude right here.
Ron's attention to
Ron
detail.
Because of this
look-
dude right here.
Ron, that
You
look
wanna-
like. Wait, how do you?
Like he thought I just knew everyone from the UK. Like he thought I just had the direct line.
I thought it was your
We're
boy.
running extra suicides. We doing
All
extra
right,
drills
Mars.
because of Ron. We got to keep
Mars,
going.
I
over
might
the
start
season.
having you read his super chat so we can get that good British tone and accent with his
Oh
super
no,
chat.
he's not from London. He's from Bradford. We don't speak the same at all.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
can switch up your accent.
Oh,
But they
no.
do spend pounds though, Ron, which is what the point of this was. How did you not
Yes.
recognize that?
Yes,
This is what I'm talking about.
but
Ox.
you notice
We
when
running
someone
extra
sends
suicides.
Canadian dollars, but the moment it's pounds.
I don't notice that. That'd be ox.
Okay.
Hey, money is money.
Every time David Mourinho or Mujinaya, as you say, sends his little 33.75, you notice it's Canadian instantly. But it's pounds all of a sudden. Well,
A regular sent through dollars. He said another free throw merchant in New York. They everywhere.
There's a lot of
Jalen
unethical
Brunson a
hoops,
free
man.
throw merchant? No, he is not.
I don't think he is. I mean, that bump,
No, he is not.
that he gets a lot of calls on that bump, but like he, in terms of ethical bucket getters, JB's up there.
Yes,
The
he
big
creates
dog.
a lot of contact. Yes, he does. And
He
it's not.
he seeks out content, but not
Yeah.
flopping contact though. He's
Right.
Yeah, no, when he,
went at the chest.
yeah, he takes that bump, he's getting the ball up too. He's not flying off of it out of control just for the foul.
Man, I like Jalen Brunson. This is the same feeling about Jalen Brunson I had when he went on that run with the Mavericks. I kind of lost it last year. I wasn't really paying.
What's
him too
not to
much
like
mind.
about him?
It-
honestly?
I mean, when it comes to a guy, see, like for instance, I wouldn't want to play with Jalen Brunson because he just shoot too much for me. But to watch it though, I'm like, cool. Like if this what you're gonna do, like if you here to eat, and that's what he's gonna do. Like he's shooting, he's not playing. He's
First of
aggressive.
all, he shouldn't even been on Dallas. Let's start there. He was the best point guard in the country. They found him in the second round.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. The fact that he
Hey.
ended up on their crew. Yeah. He's the
Uh,
best point guard in
What
the
draft
country.
was that?
18.
I wanna-
same as
I wanna
Luca.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
We
was
got
the
Luca
best
and
point
Jalen
guard in the
Brunson in the
country.
same draft.
Well, Trey was
Yeah.
crazy. Other than that,
I'm-
yeah.
I feel like that was the last year of GMs overvaluing young guys
Right.
over like just NBA ready guys that are 21, 22. That was always the stupidest thing in the world to me. Of like, I'm happy the Mavs have always kind of been like we're taking best talent available, no matter, obviously there's some outliers in like early lottery picks, but for the most part, it's like take the best talent available and put together a team that's ready to play right now, rather than drafting some dude late in the first round or early in the second that like, oh, some European guy, like some 17-year-old that's a 7-foot guard, and then you never even see him. Like you never hear about him again.
All right, y'all. This is what we're looking at right now. The Miami Heat got packed up and they are 14th. So now we are on the 13. Chill. Who are you rocking with at 13?
Dallas.
There they go. Big Ox.
Orlando.
Mhm.
The Kings.
I'm going Orlando as well.
Sacramento.
All right, chat. We got another tie between the Kings and the Magic. Let's go ahead and make this happen. Which team is worse? I'll give y'all a couple minutes. Y'all go ahead and jump over there and let me know which team are y'all not rocking with between the Kings and the Magic.
Can I ask while we waiting for that? Unless you was about to read super chats.
No, go ahead. You got it.
All right. Just want to rewind back a little bit. The Kuminga comment about the defense and if he would have went to a college versus the G League Ignite, it would have been better. Do we know that for a fact? Like, if you would have picked any college, it would have been better? Because I agree. I agree. Some guys, instead of going to G League Ignite, if they go to certain systems, it will be better. But a guy like Colin Sexton, when he went to Alabama, I don't think he benefited from going to Alabama versus probably playing overseas for a year or playing G League Ignite ball for a year, then going pro. I don't know what development he would have made at Alabama for that 1 year that would have been just so crucial to his development as a player. I don't know.
So maybe it's
Overseas
just
and G League are very different, though. Extremely different.
They teaching,
Fair.
and on top of that,
And the rules are so different to where it's almost a
Game
different
different.
sport from NBA basketball. Like truly.
and I also
My
think
others.
that go ahead. I'm sorry.
David Mujinaya sent through, what do you know? Canadian money. 33.75 to be exact. He said, who is the greatest team of all time if you take off everyone that was an all-star that year, the previous year, or the next year?
What?
I have no idea. What? I'm not gonna lie. How am I meant to-
2011
how-
Dallas Mavericks.
Take Dirk off. Take Dirk off the 2011 Mavericks.
That's it. And I guess they wanted the only
Take-
other all-star on that team was Caron Butler, and he got hurt.
I guess
Take-
Jokic off the Nuggets?
Take Shaq off of
Yeah,
Murray's
that's
not.
right.
You have to take Jamal off too.
He hasn't made it ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Jamal Murray's never been an all-star?
Yeah,
Never
he's never
been
been
all-star.
all-star. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
cool.
Probably the
No,
Nuggets.
Maybe the Nuggets.
You
They're
think
only all-stars, Jokic.
you think
J.
the
Kidd,
Nuggets? You think
Jason
the Nuggets
Terry,
without Jokic?
Sean
A
Marion.
good team?
I guess.
I
Who
think
do you
the
play
best
before?
team would be this year's Sacramento Kings.
I was.
Yeah, but they were all stars the previous year. He said that can't count.
I might say, yeah, they can't be the
That's right,
all-star
okay.
previous year.
That's
or
a
the
crazy
following.
question.
So you think genuine question, no troll. You think the Nuggets without Jokic are better than the Houston Rockets?
Right now, yeah. I'd still say yes.
No.
I think so.
Based on what?
I mean, it's a question about a hypothetical. I mean,
Well, one,
If
didn't they-
Jokic doesn't play, you think the Nuggets are better than
Pull the
the
super
Rockets?
chat
I think
back
they can
up.
be.
They
They
got
can beat
hurt.
them in a 7-game series.
Players, if you remove players who were all stars the previous year or the year of that year.
I don't know why. I don't know why my mind I'm thinking championship teams. I don't know.
It just
It's
as the
like-
best team.
Yeah, it's just the best team in general. Okay, so then, all right, never mind. Maybe not the. Again, I was thinking championship teams. So take off the Nuggets. The best team with.
Is Şengün in Houston? He's healthy in this hypothetical.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. It's just the Rockets healthy.
Oh,
Because
okay.
none of them have made all-star teams the previous year or this year.
Say, James be no ball, man. Give me Detroit at that point. We just talking about talent. If we talking about talent, give me Detroit.
Y'all, the poll is at 50. Oh, it's over. The Magic got packed up.
You guys think the Magic are worse?
Best
than
theme
the
song.
That
in
is
the
sad, man. That's sad.
They got
You guys
Orlando
hate young
Magic.
teams. That's what I realized. You guys hate young teams.
I've been
Real-
realized that.
real young.
And I realized like the
Real.
explanation for why you guys pick the Kings over they're too young. They don't have experience. I'm sorry.
Real.
There's
It
no
could
reason.
just it could
Orlando
be that we're
got a-
better. I don't know.
Orlando
The
got a
Kings
good
are
team,
not
yo.
better than the Magic. The Kings are not better than the Magic.
Orlando's got a
Yeah.
good team. I mean,
Like
I
there's
think it's
two
crazy.
concerns with Orlando. They're young and they can't shoot. That's it.
Sacramento and Orlando to me are kind of in that same tier. I don't think it's crazy to
That's
put
why
either
that's
one
what I
over
like,
the other.
right. That's why I have
Yeah.
those two guys.
Nah, the Kings are worse. The Kings are worse. I'm sorry.
All right, chill at 12. Who you leaning towards?
Dallas.
We got Dallas. One for Dallas. Ox, who you got?
I got to go with the Suns.
The Kings.
I'll go Kings as well.
Fine.
Damn. See ya.
And I'm going Sacramento for the third round. In a
I
row.
don't know how the Magic are somehow worse than the Kings. That makes no sense to me.
Ox, y'all, we still y'all way into the top 12, but
Chat knows ball. Man.
Respect Jonathan Isaac. There's just no way.
all right, chill at 11. Who's next?
Dallas.
Ox?
Damn.
That shit is catchy.
Bro, best marketing team in the league.
That
Guys,
shit is catchy, boy.
give somebody a raise.
Hit the music. Orlando.
Damn, I
Magic.
said the Suns last time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Over the Mavericks. Although I think the
Don't
Suns are
switch
better
up.
than the Mavericks.
Don't
But
switch
no,
up.
that was just a brain, my brain got
I hear
crisscrossed. I knew y'all was packing the Kings up and shit, so I was just like, let me just say somebody. But I definitely think the Suns are better than the Mavericks, though.
So
I'll take
you're
the
picking
Mavericks.
Dallas too? Okay.
Yeah.
I got Phoenix.
I'm gonna go Phoenix too.
That's actually who I wanted. That's who I
You
really.
change your vote?
Yes, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Oh, wait. Nah, we can't do that.
Nope, you can't do that, right? So I'm sticking with Dallas.
Come on, Slim and Doma. Lock in.
I want to say, yeah, I'm picking Phoenix. I got the Mavericks on
Awesome.
Phoenix.
No, you're a
Suns
Dallas fan. There's no
matchup.
way. Yeah, he's a Dallas fan. There's no way. Yeah.
All right, y'all. This is the second tier of teams right here. Y'all let me know if we got 11 through 20 right. We got the Suns at 11, Kings at 12, Magic at 13, Heat at 14, Lakers at 15, Pacers at 16, Sixers at 17, Warriors at 18, Rockets at 19, and the Bulls at 20. How do we do with this one, chat?
We should be
All
at
right.
17.
Who should be at 17?
The Rockets.
Yeah, I can't believe
You're
they did y'all
insane.
like that.
We're better than the six. All right.
No, you're not, Mars. You are not better than Philly. No, you're not.
Yes,
So
we are.
knock it off.
Jalen Green wins one player of the week, and in the
And
discourse from
Put
Mars,
the
it's
put the put the
insane.
put the Rockets.
It's not even about the player of the week. It's about the Sixers aren't good.
Nah,
Neither are Houston. Y'all ain't good neither.
We're better. You haven't seen us in March.
Yeah, you didn't see us this past week when Jalen Green was player of the week.
It's a power ranking. And I'm talking about March the whole month. We're in like this.
We're talking about today. We're not talking about March. We're talking about today.
But it's off the previous like
No.
minuscule data. So yeah, we're better than the Sixers.
I'm just surprised by how many people in the chat were actually upset about the Mavericks being, the team that wasn't picked. I've realized something about people who don't like the Mavericks, and this is recent. They all got one thing in common.
What's that?
It's all something in common if they don't like the Mavericks. They either love Gilbert Arenas or they love Kanye West. Don't know why.
Oh.
That's the one thing they got in
Do we have
common.
any Jewish players on our team? I
All
don't
right.
think so.
Yeah, like, I don't get how I don't get how somehow we're,
But the other way around, they don't like Kanye.
Oh, I said it wrong.
Yeah,
I said it
you're
wrong.
good.
I said it wrong. Not Kanye.
Yeezy.
I got you. I know we all know where you're going.
I'm trying to
Yeezy.
think. Who's the face of like the Muslim push right now?
Denny.
Muslim.
No, I didn't even say Muslim. I thought you were talking about
Who's the
Israeli.
face of it?
I'm tripping.
Who's the face of it? I don't know. Everyone's Muslim now. I don't get it. I don't know.
It's getting too far from basketball.
Yeah, it is. Let's get back on track. I messed it up.
Sad Neil said Ant is the best shooting guard in the world.
bet.
He's top 10 right now.
No.
And it's the best shooting guard in the world.
You can make an argument for that.
Psych.
All right,
Who we got
chill
over?
down.
Devin Booker?
Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen
I think
Brown,
Donovan Mitchell's the best shooting guard in the game.
Jalen Green, player of the week.
Malik Monk.
Chill. Top
Known
10.
player of the
I'm
week.
sorry. I'm focused, Ron. I'm focused.
Who you got? at
Dallas.
10, Jim?
Dallas at 10. Dallas.
All right. Big Ox.
I also have Dallas.
Dallas off to a hot start. Art?
The Clippers.
the staying away from the East right now is crazy because I think the Mavs are better than the Cavs and the Knicks, but I got goggles on. I'll
Yes, you do.
acknowledge bias,
Yes, you
but
do.
I think it's not crazy to say, I mean, that the Mavericks are better than the Knicks. To me, that's like
That's absolutely insane, Slim.
I don't think so. I take us in a 7-game series right now against the Knicks, 100%. We're healthy
That would
right
be
now.
over in 5.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I think, oh yeah, it might go to 7. I don't know. I think Dallas is playing well right now. I think we're taking steps in the right direction. If you watch us lately, and y'all have all heard my gripes about the Mavericks, especially offensively. I think defensively we still have a long way to go, just because you see so many plays. Like, man, there's just no defensive discipline and desire on this team. But offensively, like what we did to the Nuggets was legit, and it wasn't just Luka Ball. Like, watch that game; it was not Luka Ball, and that's like, if we can win without playing Luka Ball, then we can be successful. And
When have you not played Luka Ball?
Huh?
When have you not played Luka Ball?
Against the Nuggets on Sunday.
But you did.
It was
they played offensive rebound.
It was not Luka Ball. There was a lot more.
That game. No, it was not. It was a lot of ISO ball. It was a lot of 5 out. It was a lot of clear out. Luka get the basketball and go.
Well, let's say this. Let's say this
on.
relative to what it usually is, which is an absurd amount of Luka Ball. It was better. And that's what I've always said, that it's about the balance. It's about finding the balance of, okay, when do we need to run something to make something easier on our superstar versus when do we just get them the ball with a nice matchup and let them go. But I feel like they're starting to push more toward running action for those two guys to make dominoes fall. And it's less about it starts and ends with Luka, where it can start with Luka and then it moves around and then it might get back to Luka or Kyrie toward the end of the possession. And I think that's like why we see OKC being such a potent offense, is because they do that. They have that nice balance of, we have an awesome isolation guy that's going to have a high usage rate, but we're going to get this thing popping. And obviously they play fast. They got mobile bigs. They really don't have anyone who can't run. And that helps with getting everyone touches, helps with getting everyone involved. But I think the more the Mavs can kind of step toward that, the more successful we'll be. And I've seen steps. Like, I'm as critical of J-Kidd as anyone. But with that, my vote is the Knicks.
You got the Knicks as the next team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Damo, Who do you got? And also, chat, don't let Almighty Lambo talk to you like this. Y'all should jump him or do whatever.
Cyberbully. Not onto that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going with the Cavaliers. I'm not that big on the Cavaliers. Yeah, I got the Cavaliers.
And I got Almighty C Boogie. Knicks haven't beat the Mavs since 2022. Interesting comment.
All right, as of right now, that is the Mavericks that are packed up at 10.
I'm not mad about that. That's not crazy.
We got Donovan Mitchell over Anthony Edwards this year? Really?
Donovan Mitchell's hurt.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, he's hurt right now, but I mean, the availability.
I think Devin Booker's the best 2 guard in the league.
The defense.
I'm starting to become open to the conversation.
I honestly,
I don't think it's undisputed, Damo. I just think that I don't think it's undisputed. That I think it's a conversation. And
it's not crazy.
I'm figuring with what Donovan Mitchell was doing when he was healthy. Now, availability matters. I can definitely get with that logic. But what he was doing when he was healthy, basically having a career year offensively, being one of the better distributors in the game, I think he'd be close to a double-digit assist guy if Cleveland could convert more with shooting the basketball, because he created a lot of open shots for guys like D-Wade and the fake shooter Max Strus and guys like that. Mm-hmm. And he's also having one of his better scoring seasons this year. And he was second. You talked about the defense. I mean, Donovan Mitchell was second in the league in steals at one point. Second in the league in steals. So he was definitely playing defense at a high level, which we don't really give Donovan Mitchell a lot of credit for being a defender. He came into the league as a defender. He was all ACC. He was an all ACC defender when he came into the league. So with that being said, I don't think it's undisputed. But with that logic, I think that Donovan Mitchell is the best 2 guard in the game.
I still think he's kind of a black hole. Truly, like
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, because I heard we talked about this, and you said not anymore. Blah blah blah. Like, you got, and I watched. And I'm like, I kind of feel like a lot of times when the ball gets swung to him, sometimes there's like the play can continue. You know, there are other plays to be made, and I feel like I mean, I think you're okay though living with Donovan just catching and making a play, like trying to be a scorer.
Right.
But I think like when you compare him to Ant, like I'd give Ant the edge, but I'm not gonna like lose my mind over someone saying Donovan's better than Ant.
So
Like,
you think it's between those two for the best shooting guard in the league?
I think Booker's
right
Booker's
now,
up there.
yes.
Right now,
This year, yes. I think
Yeah.
it's a year by year.
Are you guys not watching Devin Booker?
he's good.
Unless
He's
you guys
really
are
good.
Or
counting
is
him
it
as a
because
point
he's
guard.
playing with KD? Or is it because he's been out a couple games?
Devin Booker's another one who's a victim of his own success because he could pass the ball. They took away his best attribute, which is playing off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did, and now they make him look like.
That's what happens. You don't have a point guard.
They tried to make him into a passer when in reality, his best attribute is him playing off the ball and being a scorer, and that's taking away. That's taking away a lot of his game, just like Bradley Beal.
They're
also
lowering the
being
ceilings, lowering the
Right.
ceilings of all their best players because they
Right.
did not fill up one position on the roster. You
Devin
need a guy
Booker
that can play on
averaged
ball.
a
and
career
create.
high last year of 27 points.
Last
This year, he's averaging 27 points. What are we talking
Okay.
about?
What does Ant do offensively for his team right now?
And he's averaging the most assists that he's ever averaged.
Okay,
Devin
what
Booker's
is-
literally having a career year.
Okay.
He hasn't taken a step back. He hasn't digressed. If he was the best shooting guard last year, or if he was one or two, and he's gotten better this year, how
So,
is he now?
Ant's scoring
do you
27 a
think
game, 26.6, and he is maybe the best two-way player in the league.
I'm about to say it's not even about. It's not even,
What, you don't think Ant is one of the top 3 best two-way players in the league?
Mars thinks SGA clears him. Mars doesn't think it's
Not
close.
defensively. I just think he's better than him.
Right.
I'm not high on SGA's defense. I just think SGA is better than him.
I mean, they both provide good impacts.
Giannis is a better two-way player than him.
I would just say it's more.
He didn't
so
say he
about
was the best, Mars. He said top 3.
He said
Yeah.
arguably the best. That's what he said. There's
Yeah,
no
one of the
argument.
best.
There's no
top-
argument for
so-
Ant to be a better two-way player than Giannis. Or
I wouldn't
Kawhi.
argue that.
Similar value, similar.
So how many
similar
two-way
value,
players
net
do you have
value.
above Ant, Mars?
You got Giannis ahead of him. Who else you got ahead of him?
Giannis,
He said Kawhi.
Kawhi,
Leonard.
Kawhi? No, not anymore.
Jason Tatum.
3.
I'll give you Tatum. I'll give you Tatum is in that realm, but not Kawhi, not anymore.
Okay, let me just. So when we do two-way player, is it the balance between offense and defense?
Being able
That's
to
what
play
a
on
two-way
both
player
sides
is.
of the floor
What
effectively.
a two-way play is. So
Oh, then Shea,
take the term two-way out.
Shea is a better two-way player. Then
so
Shea
take
is a better-
two-way out and say complete.
Oh, well, then he falls that further down the list. But Shea's a better two-way player.
What does he
Giannis,
lack?
Tatum,
What is
Kawhi.
Ant lack to not?
De'Aaron Fox.
Hey, Ox, we having a conversation.
Anthony
Ox.
Davis.
Yo,
Stop,
hold on,
yo.
no, chill. That's not crazy to say.
What's
We
that?
can't-
What you
really
mean
gotta-
by that, Chill? Hold on.
De'Aaron, that's
really not crazy to
What
say.
you mean by that, Chill?
Is De'Aaron Fox? Is
Yes.
De'Aaron Fox is De'Aaron Fox one of
Hell
the
yeah.
5 best complete players in the game?
No.
We didn't say 5 best.
That's what we was talking about.
We
That's what we're talking about.
No,
The
we're talking about
conversation
who's
sta-
the
the conversation started when he
The
said,
conversation
"Oh,
had
Anthony
two
No,
Edwards."
no, we
This
not
is
gonna
when the
do that, Chill.
conversation
Y'all
started.
just listing people. Y'all
No,
you didn't say
the
you didn't
conversation
say, oh, we only have
started-
5. You
Well,
was just
once again,
Kawhi,
you missed it.
Giannis. Y'all was already
He's-
damn near at
Slim
5.
said that Anthony Edwards is a top 3 best two-way player in the game. And Mars didn't think that it was that. So we started listing off people. I'm sorry, De'Aaron Fox is not a better two-way player than Anthony Edwards. No, he is
Okay,
not.
okay, we can say that, but I'm not saying he's top 5. I'm asking about who's better. I said De'Aaron Fox. You could disagree. That's cool, but it's not like that's the conversation we're having.
No, it's not. He's not in that conversation with Anthony Edwards as a two-way player. No, he isn't. De'Aaron
That's
Fox
how-
is not in the conversation with Anthony
He's
Edwards
That's how you.
as a
That's how
two-way
you
player.
feel. That's how you. Okay, that's how y'all feel. That's how I feel.
No, it's not how we feel. Prove that Anthony. So how much better, or why is De'Aaron Fox in the conversation as a two-way player with Anthony Edwards? I'm listening.
Because of the ball pressure on defense. He's putting like
Okay.
I understand.
And provides just as much ball pressure, and he can guard more
I think he's
positions
actually a
than
better
De'Aaron
on-ball
can.
defender than De'Aaron Fox. To be
Yeah,
honest with you.
and he
But keep
can
going.
guard 1 through 3 realistically.
I think he's a better on-ball
Okay,
defender than.
okay,
I
so
think he's a better-
De'Aaron's
more versatile.
limited. De'Aaron's limited to the amount of positions he can guard for sure.
Okay.
I think the full court ball pressure he provides is similar to Ants. And I also think, especially down the stretch, De'Aaron's a tougher assignment. You can't.
De'Aaron's a tougher assignment
Yeah,
in
you
terms
can't
of
stay
having the
in
ball.
You
27,
can't stay,
5 and 5.
all I'm saying is, yeah, I think he's a tougher assignment. I do. You can't stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
He creates similar like issues when, you know, in terms of being able to get dominoes to fall, whether he finishes the play or makes a play for someone else. But
So like I said from the beginning, y'all can agree or disagree. I really don't care. That's just my take. But y'all not gonna act like what I'm saying is just outrageous. Oh, De'Aaron don't play no defense, man. Y'all,
And nobody said that he did, but there's a difference.
not
that's the way you reacted, though. That's the way you reacted. The way you reacted was like,
because
the guys that we were naming,
because what we're talking about, that's why.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy. That's crazy for you to react that way, act like De'Aaron Fox isn't a good defender. Like he's not the defender that Anthony. He's not.
And that's not what we're doing. What you're doing is you just want to bring up De'Aaron Fox to just have him in the conversation. We're talking about the best defensive players in the game. That's saying I'm trolling. That's just saying I'm trolling. That's cool. Right. That's why you brought him up.
No, that's not why I brought him up. I brought him up because I believe he belongs in this conversation.
But
I don't got time to be up here trolling.
But he doesn't though. He's not the same defender.
Okay, like I said,
he's not the on-ball. He's not the on-ball.
Y'all chill. Y'all sleep on De'Aaron on defense.
No, I'm not
y'all
sleeping
really
on De'Aaron. De'Aaron Fox came into the league as a defender from Kentucky.
It's more of where
De'Aaron Fox came into the league as a defender from Kentucky. 100% he did.
So wait, time out.
I'm-
I think I'm really missing something. So Ant is really, really this good on defense. Ant's great on defense.
I think he's an all-league defender, to be honest with you.
I think he's the best two-way player in the league. I don't think it's
he's an
crazy
all-league
if people
defender.
have him anywhere in the top three.
I'm talking about just defense. We're not
I need to
talking
know
about
what two-way
okay.
player means. I need to know what
Ant
two-way
great
player
on
means.
defense.
For me, Mars, it means complete. That's what it means.
Because
Complete is
You play on both sides of the basketball.
Yeah,
that's what
offensive
that's what
and
it's-
then what's the answer argument as a two-way player over Anthony Davis?
That's another good guy to bring into the conversation.
I
I
don't-
think you could bring in.
That's where the
Someone in the
conversation
chat said
we say two-way. Like, the way I've always understood when people talk about two-way players, they just talk about offensive players who play defense, and they just call them two-way. Like that's how I've alalways understood the term. They'll just say this player is a better two-way player than this guy.
The balance
and it
can
turns
be
out they're just a
different, but
good
as long
offensive
as
player
you're
who's solid on defense.
a net positive on both sides, you're a two-way player in my book. There's a long list of two-way players in the league.
That Anthony Edwards is one of the best two-way players in the league.
Yeah, I didn't think there was either. I don't think it's like, I don't think it's crazy to bring in De'Aaron Fox. I just, based on the guys that we named, I felt like they're a little bit like a tier above. You know, I think guys that wouldn't be crazy. Someone in the chat said Wemby. I'm like, yeah, 100%. He's in that conversation.
But what Wemby is offensively, he's not there yet. But
in terms of being a plus, his defensive value, it's defensive value plus offensive value, and then you're a two-way player. But I think that determines it's not about which one are you better at. It's just like as a whole net positive, how much of a positive are you for your team?
Then there's no case that Ant's one of the best.
I'm about to say I just
he's
found
not
out
top
that
three. Like, there's no
that's
way.
crazy.
You can't make an argument he's over Giannis, AD, Kawhi, Jimmy Butler.
You can. I just did.
And the argument was wrong.
I think
look at impact metrics. If you want to talk about proof, other than the eye test for defense, the only way to really rate a defensive player is impact metrics. The best one being defensive Raptor. Just how many points do you save your team when you are on the floor versus when you're not on the floor? Because that's what defense is about at the end of the day.
Leonard is playing at an all-league defensive level this year. That's why I said that 2 years from now, I think it's going to be undisputed that he's the best two guard in the game. But like the Jimmy Butler logic, I think about Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler doesn't blow you away with anything that he does. But Jimmy Butler's confidence is ridiculous. Jimmy Butler does not let you take him out of his game. Jimmy Butler is not going to make you play the way he's not going to make him play the way you play. But he thinks that he's better at what he does than what you do. And he doesn't think that there's anybody in the league. That's where the confidence comes in. I don't throw the ball between my legs 15, 16 times. I'm not shooting fall away 25-footers. That's not my game. I'm not skipping in the lane and throwing it over the top of guys. My game is in the 15 to 17-foot range. I can knock down a three. I can play in transition. I'm one of the better defensive players. That's what I do, and I stick within myself. And I'm better than all of you dudes at that. Now, the stuff that you guys do, I don't get into that. That's where Jimmy Butler's game comes in. But I think Anthony Edwards is a little bit more versatile offensively. And because he's more versatile offensively, plus he's good, plus he's just as good defensively, if not better than Jimmy Butler defensively, I give him the edge.
It's a good argument. No notes.
All right, y'all. We got to get back to this list. At number 9, let me go ahead and throw this up here so you guys can see.
Yeah, let me see the list.
This is what we're looking at right now. We got 9 teams left. Let's go ahead and get through this. Chill. Who you rocking with at 9?
Cavs.
All right, we got one for the Cavs. Ox, it's on you.
Actually, no, not the Cavs. I'm sorry. The Knicks.
All right, Knicks.
Oh,
Hold up, it's on Ox.
oh, sorry.
I got Pelicans better than them. Clippers. I think I am going to have to go with the Cavs.
All right, Cavs. Morris.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go with the Cavs.
Slim.
Knicks.
Amo.
The team that's fool's gold, the Cavaliers.
All right, Cavs getting packed up. We going Mavs, Cavs, back to back. At 8, Chill. Who you rocking with?
Knicks.
Knicks got 1. Ox.
The Pelicans.
Ooh.
Hells. Morris.
Knicks.
Knicks as well. I'm high on the Pels right now, Ox. Very high on the Pels right now.
8. I am too. I think 8 is high.
Damo.
I think they're better than the Knicks.
What do I got? Milwaukee.
They were actually next.
The Bucks. 1 for the Bucks. But
They're
this is going to the Knicks at 8. The Knicks are coming in at 8. Y'all see the list right now. At 10, we got the Mavs. 9, we got the Cavs. 8, we got the Knicks. And as for right now, we have another super chat. This one comes from, well, what do you know? Drink more water. Coming with a super chat
Good
right now. He
advice.
said, I'm curious as to why the Bulls are so low on this power rankings. I think their very slow start has hurt their perception. Since their 5-14 start, they have a better winning percentage than every team from 10 to 19, other than SAC.
Meanwhile, they still in 9th place.
Yeah, slow start.
Yeah, because they started. So, yeah.
Right.
But that's not an
I like the
indicator of how
Bulls.
bad-
I wanted the Bulls higher, not too much higher, but I mean, I think their ceiling is relatively low just because of who's on the floor for them. But they're playing good basketball right now for sure.
I think they're good.
Kobe
Just
White.
not better.
All right, we are on to 7. Who we rocking with? Oh, and by the way, I ran the shooting guard poll. Devin Booker won, but Ant came in second over Donovan Mitchell. Looks like we're really having that argument right now. But at 7, Chill, who you got?
The Clippers get blown out at home against Atlanta. No Trae Young. Get the Clippers off my TV.
All right, Ox.
You know, I just want to clarify that I should have voted for the Knicks last time, especially since we talked about it. And, you know, Julius is hurt and OG is hurt. And I definitely should have.
OG's playing. Did he get hurt again?
He didn't play. He's healthy. He just didn't play last
He
night.
played against the Kings.
Yeah, he didn't play last
still
night.
kind of easing him into it.
That's all. Yeah, he didn't play last night. But
He
he's
played
back in
against
the
the
lineup.
Kings for sure.
Okay,
14 and 2.
Honestly, he didn't look like
Right.
himself.
Okay.
I'll say he did not look great.
But either way, Damo made a great point. I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Chill, who'd you take?
The
You
Clippers.
took the Clippers?
Mhm.
All right. Mars.
Yeah, the Clippers.
Can I see the list again?
This is how we looking right now.
I think I got to go Clips as well.
Clips are taking a
They
little dip
lost
in this power
4
ranking.
4 of their last 5. Got blown out at home by Atlanta. No Trae Young.
That's
Damo?
crazy.
Yeah, I'm going Milwaukee again.
All right. The Clippers are coming in at 7. 6, Chilltown. Who you rocking with?
Milwaukee.
Big Ox.
Milwaukee.
Ours.
Pelicans.
Pels.
I'm going Milwaukee as well.
Slim with Milwaukee. Damo.
Milwaukee again.
All right. Milwaukee's packed up next. All right. So from 6 through 10, you got the Mavericks at 10, the Cavaliers at 9, the Knicks at 8, the Clippers at 7, and the Bucks at 6. How we feeling about this, fellas?
Good.
It's a solid list so
Pretty good
far.
list. I think it's a pretty good list.
You guys got okay. Interesting.
What, Mars?
What's your problem, Mars?
What's interesting?
The Bucks below the Pelicans is interesting.
The Pelicans look really, really, really freaking good right now. They have it figured out. And they're doing the best thing too, is they're playing their best basketball when it matters most. I think like not a lot of teams can say that right now. The Bucks can't say that. Obviously, Philly is Philly. But I don't know. I feel like the Pelicans, like defensively, they got it figured out. They really don't have a rim protector, and it doesn't seem to matter, which is wild in the NBA. Like to be able to just do that. Even at least the Thunder have like weak side rim protectors and that kind of length, but Pelicans just got long wings and they play great team defense and point
Put
guard
James Harden in the clink a couple of nights ago. Herb Jones did. Put him in
Man,
the
you got
clink.
Herb, you got Trey Murphy, even like Dyson Daniels is a great defender. And he's not even healthy right now. Najee Marshall,
forgetting about
BI, bro.
Bro,
Shout out G-League Night.
The Pels is nothing to play around with.
They have the same record over there.
I think they're the best matchup for the Thunder in terms of
who has
like
the same record, Moss?
The Bucks and the Pelicans.
I think
Yeah.
3 wins
Who
off.
were their last 10 games though?
Let's see.
Pelicans look
No.
great lately.
They're not
New
with their strength
Orleans-
of schedule.
Mhm.
Yeah, New Orleans' last 10 games is
They beat
let's
the
just-
Clippers and they blew out the Trailblazers. They lost to the Cavs. They beat the Hawks. They beat the Sixers. They beat the Raptors. They beat the Pacers. Lost to the Pacers. Beat the Knicks. Lost to the Bulls. Lost to the Heat. Beat the Rockets. Blew out the Rockets.
You've gone beyond 10 games, but
I'm
their
just
last
saying,
10, their
whatever.
last 10 is Chicago, the Knicks, the Pacers again, the Raptors, the Sixers, the Hawks, the Cavs, the Clippers, and the Blazers.
And this is the Pelicans?
Yes.
Oh,
And the last 10 for the Bucks is Charlotte, Chicago, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, the Sixers, and the Suns.
All playoff teams. With the exception of
Other than Charlotte.
All?
Yeah, other than Charlotte.
Other than Charlotte.
Other than Charlotte,
You
every
say
team they
Toronto?
played is no, I didn't. Other than Charlotte, every team they played is in the play. But they played
Are
Charlotte.
we counting the
twice.
play-in too? Are we counting 10 seed as
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
about to say-
playoffs?
I'm about to say, I
Because that
think
doesn't mean anything to me.
I mean, I
Wouldn't it be the
guess
same for the Pelicans,
I would
though?
understand not counting Chicago, not counting the Lakers.
We talked about
and
how
Warriors.
terrible the Sixers are, but now it's a quality win for the Bucks. Now that we're trying to make a point.
I included it. The Pelicans also played the Sixers.
I'm about to say, with the Pelicans, wouldn't that same rules apply in terms of, at least, unless I'm missing teams that were named? All those are at least playing teams as well, right?
Other than Portland, yeah.
The Bucks
Yeah,
got
but-
beat
yeah,
by
yeah.
35 by the Warriors
To the
too.
Warriors, yes. Mhm.
And by the
I mean,
way,
I don't
don't
think it's
leave out.
crazy.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Bucks got blown out twice by 30. If I'm not mistaken, if I look at their schedule.
And the,
Listen,
and the Pelicans got cooked by the Cavs, but I mean, like it.
Yeah, they got
I-
they got blown out by 30 or 30-ish by the Kings as well.
And I just don't think that we can. I don't think the Bucks are worse than the Pelicans.
That's because we better than the Bucks, son.
There's only one team with he who shall not be named on it. So I'm just keeping it there. All the other stuff.
He who shall not be named.
Who's he
now?
who shall not be named?
He who shall not be named.
That's what he is.
Voldemort?
That's his new name. Bay Area Kimba. Come on, people. You know what I'm talking about.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Him being he who shall not be named though is kind of insane.
All right,
Gotta keep the hate fresh. Come on, man.
SMN or NDM sending through some pounds. He said the Mavs been grinding results. The Mavs been grinding results while being in a shooting slump. They always been a good shooting team, so I expect that to change. Call me biased, but they top 5 at the moment.
Outside of our 2 stars, yeah, we haven't had great perimeter shooting from a handful of role guys. Like, I mean, PJ Washington has been good for the team, definitely more of a plus than Grant Williams was, but he's not been more productive offensively than Grant Williams was. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is struggling still. But also, I can't believe y'all said, oh, Tim Hardaway Jr. was never a 6 man of the year favorite. Like 100% was leading the odds before the All-Star break. But
this season?
Yes, this season. Look it up.
I just don't think it matters. I think he's still trash.
I mean, you said he's always trash.
I don't think he was ever better at any point than Malik Monk this season. Ever.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you what the betting odds were.
No, I'm not. 6 man of the year is just the award for the person who scores the most points off the bench. And Tim Hardaway Jr. was averaging like 16. I'm not surprised.
He's averaging 19.
My fault. That's why I don't think the award matters. It's just whoever scores the most off the bench. Ooh.
Yeah, it's just the award for the person who scores the most off the bench. I still think that's impressive.
Yeah, good for him. He takes bad shots and scores 19 points. Ooh.
And misses a lot of wide open shots.
He does. Sometimes I think
great.
he's better with a hand in his face.
He's J.R. Smith, but worse.
All right, y'all. We got to get back to number 5. Chilltown, it's on you. Who are you rocking with?
At number 5. Yeah, the Pels at number 5.
All right, we got the Pelicans. Ox.
He's thinking.
Probably the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, the Timberwolves. Oh.
You just forgot about them odds?
Yeah, we spoke about Ant. I thought like the Timberwolves had already been listed because we spoke about Ant being arguably the best two-way player. Yeah, give me the Timberwolves.
I'm struggling here. The 2 teams I have in mind are the Thunder and the Pelicans. And it's tough because when you put those teams head to head, I think the Pelicans match up really well against the Thunder. And if they played in a playoff series, I would pick the Pelicans. But in terms of compared to the rest of the league, I think the Thunder are a better team. I can explain it. I don't want to take up too much time.
I don't hate that though. I don't.
Yeah. I just think about like mass in the paint and being able to deter things at the rim, not like help side cleaning stuff off the glass, but like Valanciunas is a good player. And if the other team doesn't have a big that can guard him, they will feed him the ball. And Zion,
I don't understand why
who the hell is guarding Zion?
I do not.
Who on that team is guarding Zion?
When did I say I don't like Valanciunas?
Not. Maybe.
I just said he can't play defense. That's what I said. I think he's good.
He just can't move.
Yeah, he's not a good defender, but I still like him.
Wait till Biombo gets a hand.
I'm gonna I'll go Pels. Just because I think compared to the rest of the league, the Thunder are a better team, but I think they match up. The Pels match up well against the Thunder.
All right, Damo.
Valanciunas is straight until Bismack get a hand on him. Give me the Pelicans. Give me the Pelicans.
Damo, I'm sick of you. Okay. I have just about had it with you.
That matchup looks sweet until Big Bismack get on the court. And then, hey, we got mass too.
You seen Bismack in Oklahoma City? Get Bismack.
He is dilapidated. He's Udonis Haslem, bro.
Hey man, wait till he flips the switch.
All right, we got the Pelicans coming in at 5, and I have a super chat from KG Sand. KG said, did we talk about Chill hating on Jalen Brunson?
He's a Knicks fan, so I mean, that's what Knicks fans are.
I don't even think you were hating, bro. You're just saying like
he's a Knicks fan. That's
Julius Randle is important because like JB is going to do JB things and Julius is a question mark. So he's the one that we're talking about.
Right. He's
it's
a Knicks
crazy.
fan. So, and if you talk about the Knicks, if you don't think Jalen Brunson is, if not the best point guard in the league, one of the 3 best point guards in the league, you hate the Knicks. That's simple. If you're a Knicks fan
next year,
so
I'm about to be hating on Jalen Brunson next year.
That's what it is.
I'm already getting the agenda ready. Preemptive.
All right, moving along. Another super chat from SMNRNDM said, "I hope we, the Mavs, play OKC in the playoffs. I'm gonna put my net worth on us winning that. Our worst game almost made a 30-point comeback, then destroyed them by 30, and then almost go a result without Luka."
I don't hate this.
So in a series, hypothetically, you would have 1 win and 2 almost wins.
Well, because Luka didn't play. I mean, I hear what he's saying, and for the same reason I like the Pelicans, I like the Mavericks because one thing the Mavericks have been doing recently is either Gafford or Lively is always on the floor, and we get a paint touch way more often than we ever have in the past 5 years. Between one of them, it just happens, and it showed in that game where Luka didn't play, and we still almost came out with the dub. Is like Gafford had his way with that team. I think he had like 22 and 16, shooting like 80% from the field. Like that's valuable. Whether the paint touch leads to a bucket or just leads to more dominoes falling for an open look, they don't have anything for that. They don't. That's their only roster deficiency is they don't have anyone that can truly deter a big body in the paint. And that's why I know people say, "Oh, Valanciunas sucks." I see the chat. I see y'all. I don't care. Valanciunas catches the ball 6 feet away from the basket. He can turn over his left shoulder and drop in a bucket for 2. And he's going to do that a lot.
Yeah, y'all saying Valanciunas sucks is really crazy.
I digress. Also, he's going to kill in FIBA for the Olympics. I'm calling it now. Valanciunas will be 15 and 20 like every game in FIBA rules. I'm telling you, he doesn't have to leave the paint. It's absurd.
That sounds like Lithuania is winning because I think the Monsters will probably do the same thing.
All right. We back to the list at number 4. Who we got?
Minnesota.
Big Ox.
Minnesota.
Bars.
Timberwolves.
I did not expect them to be this good this year, though. I thought they were going to be a top 5 team.
I'll go Minnesota. No Cat. If Cat's there, I have him higher. But
Amo?
Fuck being different. Give me Minnesota. Yeah.
All right. Wolves at 4. At 3, Chill. Who you got?
Oklahoma City.
Same. Oklahoma City.
Likewise.
Slim?
yep, same.
Damo?
Next, give me Denver.
All right. As of right now, we can see the Thunder are 2nd, the Wolves or the Thunder are 3rd, the Wolves are 4th, the Pelicans are 5th. Number 2 spot, Chill. Who you ranking with?
Denver.
Denver?
Yep.
Big Ox.
Denver's been rolling lately too.
Denver.
They've been rolling lately.
Mars.
This can't be a tie no matter what. Damn. Boston.
I got Boston as well.
I don't hate it.
Okay, it's on Doma. There we go.
It's
The
close.
reason why I don't hate it. I don't.
He said Denver's been rolling, man. They're playing their
They
best
have been.
basketball when it matters most.
They won 8 of
Denver.
their-
Damn. Because Boston got 2 number 2s.
3 number 2s. I told you, man, they broke the code. 2 number 2s wasn't getting it done. 3 number 2s makes them a historical team. Crazy.
Three number 2s beat a number 1 though.
I was dead saying all last season, man, 2 number 2s ain't getting it done. They got to make a change.
Yeah. Okay,
Who would have
three-
thought? Add another
three-
number 2.
Yeah,
will
three
make
number
you
twos.
that much
Three
better.
number twos would be the number
Hold on.
one.
Hold on, Damo. Who'd you choose?
I chose Denver.
Okay.
Oh, you chose Denver to be the number 2 team?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
All right, we got the Nuggets, and at the top, it's no surprise that the Celtics are still leading the NBA power rankings for Players' Choice into March. This is what we're looking at, squad. This is what it is. All right, fellas, we got a few more super chats before we get up out of here. Salute to everybody that's been watching the video. Salute to everybody that's been in here the whole time. Shout out to chat. Y'all know y'all the real MVPs. Y'all doing y'all thing. Shout out all of our new members, all of our new subscribers. Like the video if you haven't. Also, www.playerschoicemerch.com. If you haven't went there in the last day or two, don't let it get to 3 days. Get there. Check it out. Cop you something. KG Sin sent through a follow-up super chat and said, nah, y'all weren't there for the generational backflips that Chill was performing to hate on Brunson. Jamal Murray and Bam better than Brunson this season? Question mark.
Yep.
Doing tricks on it.
That's right. I'm taking a
generational backflip.
Think about that. Yep. I'm taking a 20 and 10 guy that's an all-league defender over Jalen Brunson. Yep, I am. Yes, sir, I am. And
Jamal
twice
Murray's
on Sunday.
neither of those things.
So Bam is though.
You took both of them though.
So
What's the explanation for Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray, what he did in the playoffs, and the
What
fact
did
that
Jalen
he's-
Brunson do in the playoffs?
What did Jalen Brunson do in the playoffs?
First round bounce last year.
No, they lost in the second round. They lost in the second round. I think
Yeah,
he.
they beat the
he
Cavs.
averaged, I think he averaged something like 30 or something like that.
He was good.
Hmm.
And he was good in Dallas too.
Yeah, I think he averaged like 27 a game. And I think Jamal, if I'm not mistaken, Jamal Murray had an historical playoff run last year when they won the NBA championship, playing against the Lakers the way he did.
Yeah,
Playing
one's
against
playing next to the
Miami.
best player in the world, and one's
Hey,
playing next to
man.
Julius Randle.
Hey, man. And one was playing against arguably the best player in the world, and he played well, but he didn't. The year that he played with Luka, and then last year, those years don't equal the year that Jamal Murray had with Joker.
If you say so.
Tito El Bandito said, I'm trying to push agendas. Start bench cut. Carmelo Anthony, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum.
Start
This is
Melo.
what we call a lose-lose.
Start Melo, cut D-Book.
I'm starting Jason Tatum, and I'm benching Carmelo Anthony, cutting D-Book.
Probably starting Melo, benching Tatum, cutting Book. Dom, are you muted?
Starting Book, benching Tatum, cutting Melo.
But he don't hate. He don't hate.
Cutting Melo.
Yeah. If I got Book and
Interesting.
Tatum, what do I need Melo for? What are we talking about?
Melo can do everything that Book does.
But Book does it better. What?
I don't know.
Ah!
Full career of work. I don't know. I'm going Melo.
Walker, that's what y'all do with Jason Tatum. That's the first thing y'all bring up with Jason Tatum. Hold on, Damo. That's the first thing y'all do with Jason Tatum. That's the first thing y'all do with him. What did he do in the finals in 22? That's the first thing y'all do with him. So what are you talking about?
I don't think I've ever brought up the finals.
Give me a break.
For Tatum? No, I haven't done that consciously.
Ox, you want to?
Hey, Melo's
do the start
clutch.
bench cut?
D-Book hasn't been clutch since the bubble.
In this one, I mean, I'm starting Melo.
And Melo was clutch when? The Obama administration? What?
Yeah, when he played.
Yeah.
When he was-
You
yeah,
say
when
that
he
like he
was-
wasn't out when he was in the
Right.
league.
Like he was just there last month. Like
Yeah, when was Melo clutch? When he was 26? Yeah.
That's just hate.
I'm sorry, the hate snuck out too fast. The hate snuck out.
Man, just kind of pours out of
Yes,
you.
I was just ready
that's why I
to
love
hate.
you, bro. You just real, man. It's all right. Let it fly, and then we can laugh about it
Wear
later.
it, Damo. It's cool to
Let it
wear.
fly.
It's all
Now,
right.
yeah, Ron. I'm
prepared to
gonna I'm gonna go ahead and let Melo play 48.
All right.
Melo
Nick
on this
Tri-State
kid's team.
said, I just want to know, ... Ant-Man dunk of the decade so far
That
or
was
not?
crazy. That's crazy.
He might have the top two.
Of the decade,
I'm not
when was
saying
the
two. He might have two of them because the Watanabe one
Actually
was
have-
crazy.
Wait. DeAndre Jordan on Brandon Knight. When was that a
Well, that
decade
was-
ago?
That was
That
was
Of the
2020.
decade, though. Not
Wait,
talking
wait,
about-
I
about
think he's saying
2020.
since 2020.
Oh, since
I think
2020.
you're saying, yeah. So of the 20s.
Since the start of the decade so far.
Yeah.
What about the one he had got called back against Miami?
Yeah, but it ain't count.
I don't think that one counts.
Who do you dunk on? Who was it?
Someone tried to take control.
I want to say Gabe,
Strus?
not Gabe. No, who am I thinking? The twin brothers.
Caleb
Martin.
Martin. It was one. It was one of those. Like,
That's who it
Wolfpack
was.
legends.
That's who we punched it
no,
on,
no, no.
and they called it
Oh
back.
yeah, they did. I'm looking at it now. By the way, shout out the Wolfpack. Shout out NC State, ACC champs. I know we probably
Oh,
not
it
a
was
whole lot of
Gabe
college
Vincent,
hoops
okay.
guys
It was Gabe
in here,
Vincent.
but improbable.
Andrew G said, "Would SGA and JT be top 10 in the 2000s? Also 2000s over 2020s."
What year of the 2000s?
And just so you know, that Andrew G, that's the same Andrew G who's a Celtic fan.
I know. He said I don't know ball. Whatever, like 5 minutes. ago.
Not only is he a Celtic fan, he is the most front-running Celtic fan you'll ever want to meet. 1 minute he loves the Celtics, and the next minute it's trade Jason Tatum. So just so we
I
clear.
would say whatever year Paul Pierce was top 10 in the 2000s, if there was a year. That year,
Yeah,
they
I mean,
would be
it
top 10.
depends on the year because Shaq wasn't top 10 the whole decade. So like,
Yeah.
No, he
Shaq
was
won't be
not.
around. KG.
Wait, he
like,
said
KG
2000s
started
or
declining,
2010s?
Duncan started declining.
2000s.
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 So it depends. Like, it
Think of-
depends on the year you get in there. Like,
Think
That's
think
what I'm
about it though, Mars, is when Shaq and KG declined, LeBron and D Wade and Melo popped up. So,
2007. How about 2007? So Bryant, Duncan, Dirk,
LeBron, Steve,
James, Nash.
D Wade. D Wade was hurt.
He was hurt that year, so D Wade
I think
is
so.
out.
Baron
Brandon Roy
Davis.
Baron Davis was not a top 10 player that
I'm
year in
just playing.
2007.
Was
Respect,
he-
respect,
he beat my
hey,
Mavs.
respect Baron Davis, man.
He
Respect
beat my
Baron
Mavs.
No, Melo.
man.
Oh, it was McGrady?
T-Mac in 07,
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah,
T-Mac.
yeah.
I think he was on the other. I think T-Mac was on the other
07,
side.
07 is when Ray's still in Seattle. Ray Allen.
Ray is still in
Gil
Seattle.
Arenas? 07? 07
Gil-
Arenas?
Yeah,
Gilbert
that's-
too.
Gil, bro.
Gilbert too for sure.
And I
I'm
got
not gonna
SGA
lie,
over
yeah.
Gil.
I'm
There
not
we
gonna
go.
lie. Shay and Tatum
Kobe.
are top 10.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Honestly.
And I got SGA over Gil. So boom, there you go, right?
Carmelo Anthony, Stoudemire,
Shay and Tatum are top 10. Yeah. Shay's definitely top 10.
Howard.
Yeah, Dwight.
Dwight in 07.
Chris
Dwight.
Paul? Did we
Chris
mention
Paul.
yet?
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul.
Oh no, Chris Paul's in his second year.
That
Probably
was a
not.
year
That's
two.
a young Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Chris
two.
Paul
right,
led
that's
the
year
league in
two.
steals.
They're top 10. They're top 10. No,
I'm gonna say they'll be top 10 in
they're
07.
top 10.
All right.
We said
Moving
Kobe?
along. Culture.
Yeah.
Cultured Saunders said, I see you what, or I see what you, I see you what, chill. I see what you're talking about.
Till.
Just
The Knicks.
translate, Ron.
And
Translate.
mostly, the Knicks fans are mostly weirdos.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
Nick Tri-State said, I may be wrong, but
He deserves
Ox,
it.
is that a Desmond Mason jersey? If so,
Nope.
fire.
Nope.
No.
Drew Lloyd.
I have a feeling that's a.
You muted
That's Drew Lloyd.
Drew
I'm gonna
Lloyd.
say,
Had a feeling it was a WNBA player. because
Hey,
Seattle
but
comes
shout out
from-
Desmond Mason.
That's
it's a Nike logo on the jersey. Why would you think that is from like 2000 something? Why?
yeah, shit. Shout out to Desmond Mason, but shout out to Drew Lloyd.
Nike didn't make them jerseys. Okay. You put in no ball, man.
Moving along, Masinko G said, hope you found your lottery ticket, Ox.
What's he
All
talking
right.
about?
His
You got a
lottery
lottery
ticket.
ticket?
No, I ain't talking about nothing. It's nothing. Send me your cash up so I can see that super chat back.
King Stag said, respect Precious Achua. He's been hooping.
Yeah, I didn't say it was
He
bad.
cool.
He got to be
He cool.
talking about me. I see he's just not the five man to elevate them to the next level.
Almighty Lamborghini said, y'all finna make me have a spaz attack with your hating. We only looking sus because constant injuries. We not fool's gold, bozos.
He's a Cavs fan.
Yeah, he's talking about the Cavs.
I think
Who's
you're
still
right.
hurt in Cleveland?
Donovan Mitchell and,
Oh,
and
okay.
Evan Mobley and Max Strus too.
Yeah, I thought they
Donovan
just
Mitchell.
got everyone back like a week or two ago.
And D Wade's been out the lineup too. for a family, for something personal. I don't know what's going on with him.
Dean Wade, the real D Wade.
Jameer Toussaint said Brunson a top 5 point guard this year. Stamp it.
Top 5 is.
He has a
He might be
case.
higher up. Yeah.
CKF said worst poster victim last night, Collins or Reeves?
Reeves by far.
Yeah, Reeves
Nuts
was
in his
main-
face.
Yeah.
I love that.
Man, y'all tripping. That was for sure Collins. On the ground doing this.
Bro,
Reeves
did you
had
testicles in his
he had
face?
nuts in his
bro?
face, bro. What are you talking about?
Yo,
Yeah, nuts is worse than a hand.
he put what's his name through the stanchion.
He put his
Put
balls
him in a
His
on
face.
his jaw. What are we talking about?
I think there's a
Yeah, I'm not
between
gonna
the
lie.
better-
I would much rather have gone through what John Collins went through than what Reeves.
It's called getting teabagged.
I think that there's a difference
That's
between
crazy,
being the
bro.
worst
That's crazy.
victim and the better dunk. Because I think Ant's dunk was more impressive, but the worst victim is like anytime you get nuts in your face, bro, is raps. Like that's it.
Especially when they're salty.
Killer
You gotta take the
KVM
charge, too.
said, y'all see Braun's quote defending JT?
No,
I did see
it would help if when you sent the super chat, you said what the quote was. Just an idea.
I
that'd
seen
be
it.
great.
Basically, he was saying, Jason Tatum's 25 years old and accomplished everything he's accomplished so far in terms of taking his team to the finals, how many conference finals he's been to at the age of 25. Then he made the comparisons between himself, Jordan, Jokic, everybody being around 27, 28 by the time they won, and he's done all this by 25. Give the nigga some time, essentially, is what he's saying.
Vari
Makes sense.
Take said, bro thinks KJ is over for sale, but somehow we not watching.
What is he talking about?
You saying Keldon Johnson over so
Somehow we not. What does that mean though?
because you said I need to watch the Spurs. So he's saying
I
that
said
apparently
watch
you to
what
the Spurs.
he does. I mean, I
I'm
should
just
watch the
I'm just
game.
translating. I'm just translating. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you just found someone that hopped on your agenda, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what he's talking about.
You asked what he meant. I just said what he meant. What do you want me to do? I just translated. They should
Walker
listen.
said, y'all must have forgot about Philly. LOL.
That was around the time where I said Philly.
Bill said, was Luka already a Hall of Famer before he came to the NBA?
I doubt it.
No.
The chill question.
I think if he,
It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's the
solely
Basketball Hall of
before, I would say no. But if he doesn't go to the NBA and he just continues to play that level of basketball in the EuroLeague, yeah, he would end up being Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't think one EuroLeague MVP and one Final Four MVP is enough to be a Hall of Famer. In basketball.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
But he's already a Hall of Famer now. Like I'm certain he'd be in the Hall of Fame now.
Oh, absolutely.
Last but not least, y'all, Devin sent through a super chat and said, nice to hear Chill's hating ass say OKC at 3.
Goofy fans. That's all I can say.
Chill, do you hate on OKC?
No, I don't. I just don't think they're the best team in the world, like
Right.
Oklahoma City fans do. That's all.
Right.
I don't think
They see that
SGA is
number
the
one.
best player on the planet. Like
They see
Oklahoma
number
City
one in the
fans do.
West, and they're like, we're the best team in the NBA.
Right.
Juggernaut. And like, well, there's two other teams that have the
hating.
same amount of wins as you.
You have
in
no
the-
idea what hating is.
in
Yo,
that
I hated
conference.
Danny Ainge. That's who I hated. I couldn't stand the sight of Danny Ainge. Like if I would have saw Danny Ainge on the street, I would have swung on him. For real,
Fellas,
for real.
we got to
I really
get
hate
up
that.
out of here. But we're going to be back tomorrow with the same crew. And tomorrow, we're going to be doing player tier rankings. So we're going to get it right this time. We got the power rankings right today. Tomorrow, we'll get the player tier rankings. We're doing guards tomorrow. Y'all be sure to
Orlando's
pull
a
up,
top 10
like the
team.
video on the way out.
Ron is wrong. Orlando is a top 10 team.
That's a fact.